So, anyways, at the beginning,
I guess it's just us.
that want to hear about the
God damn it.
That want to hear about what I was talking about. Yes, it's 10:30 usually. So, you two pretty much know this, but for those of you who are going to be listening to this later, Chili. The most requested was more RP, followed quickly and closely behind with more direction. Of course, you all saw Plains' bit, and Chili's DM and Failure's DM are totally separate. But those are all what they talked about is also in consideration. But the two strongest things are more RP and direction. So,
Alright, good to know everything's working.
I am working on direction. I have an idea to bring it all together, which is starting with the idea that the cult of the Grey Lords somehow got a hold of Themis' grimoire. And that's going to dovetail nicely in with the Court of Blood and Bone, which will bring him into it. Raugham's apparently getting involved with the Grey Lord for some reason.
Is it 10 or 10:30?
It's 10:30 is when we're meeting, but I said I was going to start at 10 to talk about the feedback.
It is 10:08.
Yes. So
No, but like
we start at 10:30.
The time. It flickers between them.
As far as I'm concerned, we're just waiting for Chili right now. I have no idea what the other two are doing.
I like how you gave me the exact time, and I could just go, no, like, the time. And then you knew exactly what I meant.
Yeah. Right. So bringing in those two shouldn't be hard to get.
Am I actually going to read the patch notes? Yeah, I am.
Shouldn't be hard to
I could probably just look up.
get anyone else involved with that once.
Yup, there they are.
That blossoms into.
Do you like how you can just Google patch notes and it'll bring you to the League patch notes?
That's pretty.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. It's almost like they use cookies or something strange.
Yes. Now let's try that without any cookies. I'm curious as to see what will happen.
Yeah, clear your cookies. Good. I dare you.
I don't need to clear my cookies. I can get around them. No, it still brings up League, even on a clean one. It's almost as if I said do not tracks. It's almost as if I'm really big on tech, Striffy. Huh.
Alright. That's enough of that.
Okay.
I didn't think you were going to delete your entire cookie setup to begin with.
Oh, I didn't need to.
Yes, I know you didn't need to, but I didn't think you were going to do it either.
Oh, okay.
It's not, regardless. So have I been on mute this whole time?
Yes, you had, right before that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Shit's sake. Alright. So, quick state of the game, I suppose. For
the two players.
For the two players and Chili, who said she's going to listen to it later, or hinted that she's going to listen to it later. You didn't hear. Alright, I'll just do it again, I guess. So,
did you do like a massive cinematic and we just were
I did a massive cinematic. No, I just don't want to repeat myself, but I guess I'm technically not. Why did my connection go away? What's this? So, most two requested, and all the feedback was more RP and some sort of direction, some sort of motivation, some sort of urgency.
I have confidence in the last one for sure.
Yes, it's just what we're doing
Yes.
right now is not very,
Expedient?
yeah.
Focused. So,
I don't know. We've talked about getting people close to the same page as far as general story goes, so I'm not too worried about it personally.
right, there is something. Well, okay, so there were other things that people said, and for those of you listening later in this, I am working on those as well. But the two most popular, I'm doing first. So the storyline is going to hopefully come to a point, dovetail rather, soon, because once Themis starts to put together that somehow the Grey Lord got his grimoire, that'll open up involvement from the Court of Blood and Bone. And since Rauggam has apparently chosen to throw his lot in with the Grey Lord cult, at least a little bit, there's some there's mutual involvement for a common goal there, or there will be once it gets fleshed out. But you're both involved with that. I don't know what Tweedledee and Tweedledum are doing at all. Still, since if Plains actually plays Vandera, she'll still be a Planeswalker, so it still won't be a challenge to stretch the whole. Planeswalkers can be used as essentially soul batteries, and you can just harvest souls from them indefinitely to power the cult of the Great, the Court of Blood and Bone, and then indirectly through some mysterious mystical reason will also help the Grey Lord, which again will be fleshed out later. So that's not too hard to do. Kato's pretty much just tabula rasa, and UD can certainly, I think, especially with this fates that Failure's chosen to do first, will be easy to weave into the overarching story that's hopefully going to happen when Themis starts poking around as to how they got his book, and certainly when you get up to the Killen Mountain range, it'll be forced one way or another.
Yeah. Well, Themis has. I think Themis has shown that he relies on the Raven's Eye quite a bit for a lot of information gathering. I was thinking of maybe having him try to gather information on his own if the Raven's Eye can't actually find anything. But otherwise, obviously, once we get to the Killen Mountains, it'll kind of come to a head, right?
Yes.
Because he'll have failed, or he might have failed the quest from the Firebeards.
You might not be
he's
sabotaging Rauggam?
Well, it all depends on how his interactions with the Firebeards go. Themis is not particularly keen on being beholden to someone whose only connection to him is leverage in the way of his grimoire. So he doesn't possess any particular loyalty to the Firebeards. All he cares about is his book.
They're not asking for loyalty. They're asking for a transaction of goods and services.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that he's not going to look into other ways to reacquire what's rightfully his.
Ooh. Now there's an idea. Could make an enemy with the the Firebeards, rather.
I mean, I thought they were already enemies of the party.
Not to
or
you,
of Rauggam.
since they kind of hired you. Well, what the shit is this? Well, they definitely know where Rauggam is, because they put one of his own people dead in Raugham's bed. But the rest is a little bit open-ended as to what they know. That's just the way it's going to be. So, as far as a driving force, motivation, main arcing theme here, that is being worked on, and I do hope to have that by the time we all get to the Killen Mountain Range. I've actually considered more of a grimdark situation if Chile doesn't start being more administrative and telling people what to do, since she's dealing with essentially 3 separate powerful groups of people. Dwarves, rather. So, if she doesn't give them instructions, things might not be going her way. We'll find out.
Yeah, well, grimdark is fine with me, because, like, I
know.
remember Themis' backstory was a lot more gritty and bloody than
yes.
what the party's experience with, what's his face?
Huisden
McMuffin.
Right. So we'd have to discuss this with everybody, but I'm okay with making it darker and grittier. I just thought that everybody wanted to have more of a fun game to play together and not get too much into depressing shit. But if the vote changes, then I can do that. But right now, I'm trying to keep it a little bit.
Yeah, no, I agree. But there can be darker elements kind of behind the veneer of the fun, or not necessarily fun, but peaceful semi-peaceful countryside that we've been traveling through.
Yeah, that's a point. There can be a veneer. So Chile, you're going to want to listen very much at this part. The way I had it was, having received no information from Rauggam, the cult of the Grey Lord brainwashes and indoctrinates Gianna, and you arrive at the port of Dhal Turum to find Gianna in the streets openly praising the Grey Lord. She is...
Oh boy.
The town guard's not entirely sure what to do, but they start moving towards arresting her, and you have to decide what you're going to do about that. A little bit, but having brainwashed her and gotten all the sensitive information, locations, places, missions that all the Shadow Knights are on, that Gianna was privy to because she was the coordinator prima. The cult of the Grey Lord has decided that with all this information, the Shadow Knights are weak, and you arrive in Markarth, or maybe even Dhal Turum, to a city in barely restrained chaos, as the Grey Lord is openly assassinating members of the Shadow Knights, and essentially piling them in front of the palace of the the Firebeards, who begrudgingly begin to form an alliance with them. I had Rauggam and maybe company barely making it into the city before the gates were closed and on a lockdown. I had envisioned that Themis would be successful in sabotaging. He receives his grimoire from the Firebeards and payment in full, and whatever twisted, corrupted line of logic he needs to come up with to say, I've served my debt to this party and I'm now going to go off and study my grimoire and bring the Court of Blood and Bone to an end. I don't need, want, or desire Rauggam anymore. And he would just bid farewell, drink a potion of etherealness, and walk right through the locked down gates, never to be seen again.
Wait a minute.
This is going to be really dark, man.
Yeah, but then what do I do?
I don't know. Well,
That's just the end of Themis.
Who knows? I haven't thought that far ahead. I just thought about everybody, and then Yudi, despite being from another culture and probably not entirely understanding all the subtleties and intricacies and nuances, knows enough to see when the tide is turning and contacts an old friend that he made in Zufbar and teleports away in the middle of the night, and now Raugham's left trying to fend for himself, living on the streets, with the constant fear that people would recognize him. So Chili, if you don't get your gigantic forehead in gear, this is the future that you can expect to happen. Of you being abandoned.
Pray that she's not listening to this. Because she would have left the fucking chat already.
Well, it's not a guarantee. She has the power to change it. She hasn't given any... She has requested one task of the Shadow Knights. She hasn't coordinated with them at all. She's on her way up there.
She didn't make a very independent organization, did she?
She made a very specific and focused organization where they were designed specifically to help her get back in power. And she's used them once and hasn't said, hey, I'm coming up, or nothing. So she's not synchronizing well with them. And Greymane specifically asked for a schedule and timetable to help smooth the transition, and Rauggam promptly ignored it and did not respond to the message that was sent to him, so they've received nothing from him either.
Yeah.
Also, there's the fire... Yes, choices have been made. Also, there's the Firebeards, who most definitely do not want Rauggam returning at all, ideally, but if they can delay it to cement their hold, that would be even better. Which he needs to figure out what he's going to do with them, because it's not like the dwarves are just going to start assassinating each other. Or he's not going to assassinate a council of Firebeards. I can tell you that much. So, Chili needs to get on the ball with that, but Chili's not getting on the ball with that.
You might want to have a private conversation with her in less dire terms.
Nah, I think
that might actually get through to her.
No, people have been asking for motivation and incentive, and massive quest lines and stuff. So this is what she's gonna get. I'm putting the pressure on her. She's had plenty of time to figure something out.
I think this is more of a pressure cooker.
Pressure cooker, whatever. Same thing, right? Does this keep seriously glitching out?
So Yudi.
Yes.
I played a hand in your creation. Is that correct?
I'm still.
Hair is up.
I don't know, actually. Like, I do.
How do you want to fit it in? Is what we have to talk about.
Yeah, I mean,
let me bring up that much of your backstory.
So yeah,
there are wide swaths of my backstory, or swathes,
quads, I would say.
I think either goes. Anyway, of my backstory where it's just blank slate, where I could essentially put in anything.
Yeah, of
that
course.
I wanted to write.
I didn't expect you to have fucking actually 347 years written
of history.
Log history. So I was kind of hoping for that. Yeah.
Let's see, D&D campaign. Themis Malaria.
Just to be clear, though, I do expect you to have an itemized receipt for everything you've ever spent gold on for that character, though.
Nope.
No, I'm fucking with you.
Clearly.
So I have. How old are you again?
Character is 20.
Your character is 20, and it is currently. Okay. He's now 300. Themis is now 346. So there's a time period in when Themis was 326 years old, which is exactly 20 years ago, where he starts doing odd jobs for the Raven's Eye.
Okay.
You're gonna put the Raven's Eye over in China as well?
I was just having them be a very, very widespread organization.
Chile!
That would make sense.
What up?
Perfect, we can fit it in. But yes, what's up, Chili?
I'm depositing my check.
Ooh,
girl.
Money and host?
What? At house? What? Oh, mobile deposit.
Yes. You should take a picture with your phone, you send it in, it gets cashed.
Yeah, I just want the... No, I don't care about the check. I care about the hose.
Yeah.
Take a picture of the hose.
Yeah, Chili, how many hoes are you getting us?
I've Yeah, one. It's
Why do you think you take a hoe to a hotel?
It's the style of garden. It
No,
has,
not
it has 2 plugs.
what? I don't think she's on the same page with us.
I am.
Oh, okay.
Going very much around it.
Alrighty, that works too. So, we kind of got a little bit sidetracked, but I wanted to know how much people want in terms of what's coming. Do you all want to continue to pretty much be in the dark, or do you want a little bit of prep done where I tell you what the general layout is, or detailed layout? Because I've done
personally like it. What we've been doing so far, where we kind of discuss what's going to happen in the next session, but that's a personal thing.
You guys have been discussing what's gonna happen.
Well, yes.
Some of us have, Chili. Some of us have, yes. Not all of us.
I like being in the dark, personally.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Check accepted. So
Alright, well then, alright, well that's, if it's just one person, then you can just mute yourself and I'll tell you when to unmute.
Right.
If everybody else wants it. Because even when I put the frickin' Tomb Takers in the bar handing out flyers and pamphlets, nobody did shit with it. Even asked what it said. Nothing. So I'm concerned that maybe everyone's a little bit too focused and a little bit too passive to pick up on very obvious quest hooks that you all have been doing when a flyer is put in your hands.
Yeah, but like my thought in the moment, was I even there at the bar? I don't think I was at the bar. But my thought in the moment was like, if we start doing a quest now and Rauggam blows up the city,
Yeah.
how do we reconcile that?
With his 7 casks of coal.
Hey man, coal's a dangerous volatile substance.
Maybe I'm gonna pressurize it and just make diamonds.
Pressurize it. I would love to see you do that, Chili. I'd have to do like 2 weeks worth of research into that too.
No, you wouldn't.
I don't think you could do that without like a 9th level spell.
Or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Enchanting magical items and shit. Anyways.
Can I ask a friend to call lightning down into a very specific rock?
That is not going to do it.
Okay.
You can ask, but that's not going to do it.
That's why I'm asking now.
Alright, so Failure doesn't want to know, and the other two of you want a little bit?
Actually, let me be more clear with that. So I think as a divination wizard, it would be kind of fun to know some stuff, but like, so as fate force something into a certain way, right? For the story, I think that would definitely be interesting. But I also want to go into most things blind.
Right, I agree. That's the ideal situation. Personally, I don't really want to tell you people what's coming, but I'm also tired of coming up with all of these little hooks and little side quests and
things
shit.
that we just never pick up on.
And stuff, stuff that you never pick up on. And some of this is me, but some of it is you. And it's
mostly me.
And wanting direction and things to do and an overarching quest line is kind of difficult when you can't pick up on the fucking smaller ones. So I'm more than happy to give a little bit of as much information as you want on what I plan to have happen. I plan for you guys to take a train. I plan for you to stop at Vlox and excavations. I plan for you to see some curious things on the train.
Wonderful. Train.
Yes. There's going to be a murder. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Yes, I plan on.
Are you?
Sure, why not? I
Awesome.
plan on bringing back Lucidinus the Virtuous. I'm kidding.
Damn.
Synod will fucking leave. He will. He does not want to deal with Lucidinus at all.
Yeah. Yeah, Themis might just murder him.
Oh yeah, Themis will not be as understanding as Talia is, that's for sure.
No. Themis doesn't. Well, not fucking, like... Removing the curse was as far as he goes.
Aww.
And even then, he fucking made him throw up a couple times.
Yes. All right. That's
So yeah,
that's
like
good for now. I
I like to have information about stuff that's going to happen pertaining me. I don't really care about what's going to happen during the session, but if I have to prepare for something, I'd rather be able to be prepared. Does that make sense?
Yes, of course it does. It's yeah, that's fine. I don't mind giving people a little bit of advance notice if they want to, especially if they want to come up with how their character's going to react. So certainly when the characters are new, or if you haven't put a lot of thought into your character, you might need a little bit extra time. Be like, how's my character going to react like this, or that, or whatever. Like I did with Culpa and whatever his name was, Ascetius.
Yep.
Because I wanted failure to have time to process how Culpa would react. So, all right, I will take that into consideration and keep an eye on that for the future. Since it's now 10:30 and Tweedledee and Tweedledum are whatever, I'm just gonna find other people to play this game with instead of relying on them.
In blatant terms.
Oh, yes, Chili. Yes. The guy who played Nipsey keeps saying he wants to make another character, but he hasn't, and I can think of a couple other people I can ask.
Wait, who played Nipsey?
Jolly Giant.
Oh, you removed the D&D thing from him, though, so he's not in this chat.
Yes, I did. Because he quit, and then now he's like, I want to come back, and he's been saying it for like 3 weeks now. He still hasn't made a character, so I can maybe lean on him a little bit, but we can get some more people in here. I know 3 is not a lot.
Yeah, imagine killing a dragon with 3 people. This would be a little rough, huh?
Well, maybe if you got some low rolls on your portent and just screwed the dragon over.
Do you like
maybe
fucking failing DC like 14 saving throws? Because that's not a hard DC to beat.
If you can withstand 1 breath weapon attack, the odds of me rolling a 6 again are so low. You'll probably live. All right, so last game, Rauggam flirted heavily with Lady Blacklock, actually, who through his words persuaded her. Okay, all right. Through his oversharing of half-baked ideas, secured tickets to get him and his party the hell away from her and her city. Which totally negates the price points that I had figured out for train tickets. Thanks, Chili.
You're welcome.
I mean, Themis will probably want a first class ticket.
Well, you can do that at the whatever it is, at the station.
Some privacy.
At the station.
Just ability to brew some stuff.
Rauggam wants the first class train cart as well, and we'll see how well that goes.
We'll see how much funds he can dredge up.
Since he's offering 7 casks of coal in exchange for an upgrade to first class, we'll see.
Hey man,
how that persuasion
barter system.
Yeah, dwarves are totally in on that, and not coinage. Themis is visited by the Raven's Eye and gets an invitation by the Firebeards, which eventually becomes a exchange of services for one particular good, namely Themis's grimoire. Yes. So we'll see exactly what goes along with that. And he got pinged about Janna's capture. Kind of fielded that a little bit, rather. UD talks a little bit with Flavius and does some scrivening, scribe type work before a meeting at the end of the day to discuss the plans to proceed up via train to Markarth. Whoops. Or I should say Dhal Turum. So I will say that, according to Google Maps, a train from Varese to Oslo is 30 hours, I believe, but there's no way that the dwarves are going to be that fast. So it's going to be a minimum of 36, depending on what Themis does and what happens on the train ride.
Murder on the train! Let's go!
You're gonna go ahead and murder someone. All right. I knew
Gotta
you
find
had
the
it.
cut. Gotta find the suspect. We'll turn this into a murder mystery.
Yeah.
Yay.
It'll be a real Agatha Christie moment. It'll be great. Or not. So, in the morning, you all wake up. You all come down. You all have breakfast and finalize plans for the day. Rauggam has to worry about getting 7 casks of coal transported. UD presumably is going to say goodbye to Flavius and maybe figure out something for library-wise or script-wise. And Themis has to finish his orders and figure out what he's going to do
Roll
to
for that.
sabotage the rest of...
Well, I was under the impression that I was going to be in communication with some of their a handler, as it were.
You are occasionally going to meet a handler. You are mostly expected to do this yourself, and be opportunistic.
I see.
Since they don't have someone to dedicate to you full time, unless of course you really want that, in which case it can happen. But I don't think you want to have someone looking over your shoulder all the time.
No, of course.
So we can certainly go work out them messaging you with ideas and whatnot,
Oh,
and maybe some sort of coordination. But for the most part, you are expected to seize the moment. Carpe momentum.
Alright, so I have some ideas. So while he is fulfilling his orders,
Alright.
Themis is also going to go out and buy some ingredients for a few other potions that he might have use of. Namely, the potion of wine to water that he had created previously, as well as ingredients for a potion for a flask or two of alchemist's fire.
Okay. Alright.
How much do you think that should cost?
The alchemist fire?
wait, what the fuck is that?
We should already have the
Yeah.
You should already have the prices for water to wine, right? I don't need to worry.
Water to wine is 15 gold pieces.
There you go.
Gotcha.
Beautiful. All right, let me pop open my handy dandy player's handbook. Which, by the way, would be an excellent Secret Santa gift for anyone here in this chat today. Let's see.
Never mind the fact that
You'd have to send me an address.
It's 50 gold. I'll knock that down to 25.
Gotcha. That's
Yes.
just not even a fucking hit to my finances. I fucking love it.
So what I'm hearing is we need to rob you.
I mean, you can try to rob an alchemist and see how it goes for you.
Hey, Kato,
You know,
I got
the
a
one
question
that
for
just
you.
bought ingredients for alchemist fire.
Hey, Kato,
Mister.
how you feeling today? How's your rolls feeling? Lucky.
Lucky, that's the correct answer.
Hey, failure. How's your lucky rolls feeling?
Actually, I don't know what I have for Portland right now. Are we taking a long rest anytime soon?
Themis also has all of the party fund, by the way.
No, he does not. Bullshit.
Yeah, he does.
Well, who do you think
That was established.
Talia gave it to
Who do you
him?
think Talia gave it to?
Oh my god, you guys gave it to Talia after that?
Talia had it the whole time.
She was lawful.
Oh
good
right, yeah,
over
we left it with the
chaotic good.
paladin.
Yeah, lawful
Right.
good.
I kind of thought she was holding on to it. I didn't know she was actually passing it off.
Oh yeah, so, I retired a character and took 700 gold of our money away while retiring that character. Yes.
That's much better than giving it to Themis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
Actually,
not.
yeah.
All Themis has spent it on his healing potions for you guys.
Yeah.
Holy shit snacks.
Okay, yeah.
I'd rather just lose 700 gold than give it to Themis.
Because you're like 700 gold, I see that there's only 500 left, and like a few silvers and coppers, and I was like,
Oh, shit. And now there's a sexy man. God damn.
Okay, calm down, Strippy.
Well, what? Well, when did you get here?
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
What?
700 gold might have been in
what is that, indeed?
What is what? I feel like there's something I need to see.
It's a roll 20. It's nothing serious.
I just...
Final solution vibes.
That's probably where the fuck did it come from?
No, I think I read that last time.
Racial in the corner.
I mean...
Well...
Well... They're not wrong.
What else we got? Nincompoops,
okay.
idiots, recently churched retards. Jews.
Right.
Wait, what? Jews?
Juden.
I'm not seeing Jews.
I said Jews, but alright.
With a C-H.
What? What? Oh, yeah.
I thought she was talking about juice.
Moving on.
Right.
I think we got a little sidetracked.
Yes. So, if Themis goes and purchases...
Oh, hi, Kato! How did you get here? It's nice talking to you.
Still just...
Yes.
I snuck in.
Oh. Yeah, I'm a little drunk. It wouldn't be hard to get past my perception checks.
There you go.
I can't remember the time that you started mentioning murder.
Say what now?
Murder on the train? Who are we killing?
Maybe.
Oh, we're not killing anybody yet.
No, you're not killing anybody, but you're gonna be swiping some gold for me. You can take a nice portion for yourself.
Right, and then Themis will reimburse himself with the party fund.
Nice.
Maybe that's where I was having her steal from.
Why would you steal from the party fund? Rauggam needs to get some like set moral guidelines because his morals are just fluctuating back and forth between a lot of things.
What are my morals? I don't even know what they are right now. Do I even have
Something
any?
you gotta think about.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you know, at some point.
Abilities and attributes, none. Okay, great.
So yeah, Themis is gonna make a potion and try to actually reverse the potion of wine to water to a potion of water to wine, which I assume would be not as complicated, but still require some time, considering he already has the opposite, right?
Right.
And yeah, just make a few things of alchemist fire.
Hey, stupid motherfucker. Okay.
Alright, you can...
You're gonna make me type it. Bitch.
You can get the shopping done. I don't know
Oh, of course.
I don't know how much alchemy you're going to get done before it's time to catch a train.
Right.
But you can...
How long is the train ride, did we say?
It's going to be a minimum of 36 hours.
Okay. That's plenty.
Right. Great. So, Themis runs out and gets his... seriously. And gets his shopping done. What else is anybody else? Is anyone else doing anything? If so...
Okay, if nobody has anything, I also need to fulfill my order.
Yes.
Wait, sorry, where are we in the timeline exactly?
You rolled for that, yes you did. It's in the morning, the day that you have planned to leave.
Okay, so we've just woken up?
Yeah, yes, you were having breakfast, discussing the day.
Did I roll for it? Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I did not. Okay, let's go, boys. Slash R2D20. Ooh.
Oh.
Got a 5 on the board.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, yes.
Is that it? You just want to do a portal?
I also want to switch up some of my spells, but that's something I can do alone. So.
Okay. Alrighty. Chili? Kato? Anything before you leave today?
Would like to gather some pebbles. Nice, the roundest of round pebbles from this land.
From this land.
Like they gotta be kind of flat too. You know, like the kind that you skip across the stream or across the lake top.
Alrighty. Sure, that's not impossible. There's not a lot of running water around here, but
no, but I can still gather nice little pebbles.
Yes, you can certainly get round-ish flat stones. That's not impossible. You can go for a walk and pick out whichever ones you want. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so Rauggam gets however many stones you need. Going for his own little walk.
I will gather 7 rounds.
7.
Small rebel stones.
Okay.
Pebbles.
Nice. Alright. So, morning time. You figure that out. Alright, you got a 18 for your alchemist check. You managed to finish up the rest of your orders, and...
What's the performance check on that?
I don't know, man. Don't...
Pretty sure it was high. I'll start writing them down.
I feel like it was on the higher side.
It was 18.
Okay, there you go. It was 18. Alright, so 18... Give you 140. Give you 145.
Yes.
Hmm.
Ooh, I'm breaking into the 700s.
The power of alchemy here. So you will
Jesus fucking.
Eventually meet back up, probably a little bit before lunchtime.
On my way back, I'll just stop by the alchemist store again and just pick up a bunch of, common ingredients for a lot of the common and uncommon potions.
Right.
So I'll probably, spend 50 gold on that.
You're doing alchemist. Well, you said you. Oh, you mean other than?
Yeah, other than that, the smoke bombs,
Right,
some of the
okay.
more or less common
Yeah, it'll probably be 50, a little bit less.
just a bunch of reagents, so I can make some on the go if I want to.
Regents.
And also more healing potion ingredients, because I'm not sure who still has their healing potions.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely have 0. So.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I gave everybody healing potions after we got to Zafar.
Even I have healing potions, yeah.
Explorer
Chili.
grappling hook, javelin,
Did you not write it
spearhead,
down?
magical light, lantern oil, geode, healing
I'm
herb.
pretty sure Kato has them.
Oh no!
Some things I'm not going to list out loud.
Did she
yet.
steal them out of here?
Rigged dice, coal, and pebbles was all that's in my
Coal.
inventory.
Just coal.
Yep. Stands. I'm still gonna buy some stuff for
ridiculous.
healing potions. It was 20 last time, so I'm gonna assume it's 20 this time.
I don't think maybe I used them. Oh.
Yeah, I'll allow it. It's only gonna go up from here.
Then remove 50 from my own personal funds. 6.
Where's the gypsy at?
Oi!
Who knows?
Alright, and that's it for me, and I'll head back to the tavern to meet up with the rest.
Okay. Alright. So you'll eventually finish your tasks that you wanted to accomplish quickly before leaving. It's a little bit before lunchtime. I've decided that the ancient world doesn't worry so much about hours in the day, so I'm going to feel a little bit more vague in the future. But, a little bit before. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. And you meet up where Rauggam hands out train tickets for everyone that are coach. Rauggam has probably taken the train at some point in his life in the past, so he knows that you can go to the ticket office and upgrade to first class. For those of you who do not want to upgrade to first class and want to stay in coach, a sleeper car is a separate charge, but it's not that expensive. I did write it down. Somewhere.
Yeah, Themis will probably want to... Themis will take the ticket and kind of look at it and be like, Coach.
That does include meals, by the way.
It doesn't include meals, or it does?
It does. It does.
Okay.
It includes meals. It's just not a sleeper car. Not everybody wants to sleep. So,
Yes, well,
whatever
as
it
much
is.
as I like the four of you, or the three of you now, I do believe I'll be requiring some privacy on this trip. I have a number of tasks to attend to.
Yeah.
So, I hope you won't terribly mind if I'm upgrading my ticket to first class.
Roll my eyes.
Themis does not notice you rolling your eyes.
He deliberately, intentionally does not notice that.
Yeah,
Hey.
Oh, that reminds
nor
me.
does he care.
Well, that reminds me. I need to tell you all about my Nat 20 con save today.
Oof.
Later, after when the session's over. All right. So you'll begin making your way into not the center of the city per se, but more the center of the Alps, which the city tends to grow up a little bit more. It tends to be more almost like skyscrapers, high rises maybe. Buildings get a little more ornate, a little bit of that imperiousness of Art Deco starts to seep through. It's still decidedly dwarven, but they're probably some of the more cosmopolitan dwarves in this world, if such a thing can be, with the Empire as the Empire is technically all around them, but they still certainly view the northern side to be less tamed than the southern side, and it certainly has its own distinct culture. So there is a little bit of a melting pot in here, you can see. Yudi, you'll receive a ping on your sending stone, and you'll hear Flavius. Good morning. I was wondering if you had a little bit of time to talk about a few new elements that I've been working on last night.
I'll respond with, sorry, heading out of town for a bit. I'll see when we can catch up.
What? You're leaving already? Where? I'll be right there. Where are you?
I give him the train station we're gonna be at. Which I guess is actually just the train station, huh?
It is the singular train station. The dwarves are not that quite train stationy yet. They like to test their stuff for a couple centuries before they put it into production. And there's really not a lot of call for this, believe it or not. He'll do his best to meet you there. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Right. So, you eventually find your way to the train station. It's got pillars. It's almost like a building it's basically is a building actually under a mountain. It's got a roof and everything. It's got pillars of dwarven statues of various famous dwarves, all from Zufbar. Rauggam would know that at the very least. It's a very wide plaza in front of the train station that sort of tapers up almost to a truncated point before it enters inside. You'll head up 40 or 50 shallow, wide steps until entering the building. There are no doors to speak of. And you enter, and the floor is highly polished. It's well lit, but the floor is highly polished marble in various geometric designs. Looking up, you'll notice that it is a domed ceiling with the centerpiece being a painting of Vulcan at his forge, and you see the way that it's painted, his hammer and smithing and forge radiates outwards, and around Vulcan you see images of famous moments in international dwarven history, whether it be an alliance or a battle or their birth even. It gives the illusion that Vulcan's smithing and forging has created all of these moments of glorious dwarven history for the dwarves to reminisce on.
A painting?
It is a mural on the ceiling, in a dome sort of construction. It looks almost. It's kind of reminiscent of a mosaic. If the little tiles had been smoothed out or maybe painted over, so you can still tell there's a little bit of indentation, but it's very subtle. To your right, there are various alcoves, some with busts and statues, and looks like some scrolls that have been chiseled out of stone with dwarven writing on them. You have to get closer if you want to read it. And to the left, there are a row of kiosks where you see quite a lot of dwarves, but not exclusively dwarves. There are some humans and gnomes and halflings running around. You see that there are kiosks for buying tickets. There are a few stands and stables for small goods, little, mostly trinkets, that kind of thing. Nothing too serious. There are a few dry goods, and then far down the left, you see a very large, almost like a gate with a crane on top of it. It looks like people are checking in, or maybe even receiving bulk goods and bulk items. I'll assume that Themis and Rauggam go over to upgrade their seats.
Themis will look a little surprised that after the disdain Rauggam showed, he's actually going to upgrade his seat. But otherwise, he'll just hand over the money and get his new ticket.
All right. You complete the transaction. You get a curious little magical device. Takes your ticket. Well, the kiosk worker takes your ticket and puts it in a magical device and slowly pulls it out. And as she pulls it out, you see that your ticket grows longer and the part that grows longer has a golden tint to it. And then it's handed back. That'll be another 50 gold. And now you have a first-class car that includes a bed.
Nice.
And I have pictures, so be ready.
And it's private?
And it's as private as a train car can get. It's a one-person. Well, it's a double wide, but it's arranged for one person to be in it. You can be two, but You've been on a train. Your room's essentially on one side of the train, and people walk by. You don't have a whole car to yourself. People still need to get from point A to point B. But yes, it's all for yourself. You probably have about half of a car, and then there's another half for maybe another first class or something like that. But so Rauggam, are you going to try and barter 7 casks of coal for a first class ticket, or are you going to just pay the 50 gold?
Oh, I'll just pay it, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, wait. What's the coal's market value?
That's a good. Well, I don't remember what I told you to pay for the frickin' 7 cases. Did you write it down by any chance, darling? Because I don't remember.
You're funny.
I did not expect this to come up. It's not going to be expensive. I can tell you that much.
Is it 50
For
gold?
gifts, it's
probably like silvers or coppers.
It probably was.
It's probably not going to be 50 golds worth. No. Do you want to just try and defray the cost with that, or do you just want to go one way?
I still defray it for like 4 of them, so I still have 3 remaining.
So 4 casks to defray the cost. All right.
Leaves me with half of them.
I'll take off 15. I'll take off 15 then.
Okay.
After a little bit of haggling, a little bit of all that good stuff.
Wait, weird question. Can I roll a history check to see if it would be really weird for a dwarf to just pull up out of a train with 3 things of coal and marked as personal use?
Marked for personal use. You don't really have to roll for that. There's a crane with a very large gateway arch situation going on farther down, where people are in fact loading and or receiving bulk items. So it's not shockingly uncommon. No.
Cool.
It's probably it might raise an eyebrow that it's either because it's too small or because it's all personal use. One of those 2 things would probably attract maybe a slight amount of attention, but otherwise it's just another thing. So anyways, you head down another maybe a dozen steps, and this floor is all polished granite. The dome is big enough that it extends over this area as well, so you can still see the same mosaic mural you saw before. There is a very large, probably 20-30 foot statue of Vulcan in the very harsh, or not harsh, but strict dwarven architectural style. They definitely took some liberties with this, or maybe this is just how Vulcan appeared to them. Who knows? But he does look pretty reminiscent to a dwarf. All of it does, except for the anvil, which seems to have more organic curve and not sensual, but it has more gentle appearance to it compared to the rest of the standard dwarven architecture. It stands out. And a little bit further down, you see turnstiles and a lot of people milling around. And you notice
mostly dwarven, or is there an assortment?
The majority is definitely dwarven. There are humans, halflings, and gnomes. You don't immediately see any sorts of elves. You do get quite a lot of looks though, with your hair and your features. But this is probably nothing new by now.
No, Dennis is quite used to
but
that.
there is a surprising amount of diversity here, even if it's just 3 of the other races. But it is still prominently dwarves that are here. You see down past the turnstiles, there's a platform, and then there are what looks like just a line of endless boxes on wheels, which wheels. like tuba wheels.
Cool whip.
Cool whip. Yes, 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 quiet. Cool whip. Let me, I think this is the one. I'm pretty sure this is the one. It is. That is very much reminiscent of...
Who just got in game?
It's definitely Synod. There...
Hello?
Hello!
Oh?
Oh, hi!
Ermagerd! Hurl a shirt. Well, it's probably both then. Damn it. Whoa.
No matches, damn.
You just keep saying no all the time. Anyways. So anyways, your train looks... Well, your cars, rather, I should say. It's very reminiscent to that picture. You can't quite see the engine yet, but it looks like it's farther down. There are some wisps of smoke and maybe steam that are coming from the far left. But it just looks like a bunch of boxes on wheels that are lined up on... looks like metal railings or tracks or something with wood laid underneath them. If looking around, it looks like there's actually a third line in the middle that's kind of toothed, like you would with a gear. And some of that, well, the wheels all have a slight... Okay. A slight silvery covering to them that's a little bit translucent. It's definitely arcane, magical in nature. And there are...
Wait, sorry, could you repeat that part?
There's silvery, arcane bits of magic that are on the train wheels.
Cool, thank you.
Of course. There are conductors alongside, or not conductors, well, yeah, I suppose conductors, along the train that are helping people with baggage and all that sorts of stuff. And you're taking all of this in. You hear a little, well, probably not hear, but you see out of the corner of your eye there's a very puffy, inflated dwarf that at least Themis might barely recall having talked with Yudi in the past.
Of what, sorry?
That Themis might recall having talked with Yudi in the past at the Iron Hearth Tavern.
What am I recalling? I'm sorry, I zoned out a bit.
You mean because you're playing League?
No, I'm in a custom.
Ah.
You're still playing League.
I'm just reading item descriptions.
You're reading tooltips.
There's so many new items, it's kind of crazy.
It's bullshit. And they all look less good than they used to.
Yeah,
But what am I recalling?
Oh yeah, it's very cartoony. There is a very puffed up, heavy coat wearing dwarf that you probably
Oh, that I saw talking to Yudi. Okay, that guy.
Yudi in the tavern. Yes, it's very much like he just put on a great coat and then just sort of inflated it with a pump. Is what it kind of looks like. 'Cause the dwarf himself does not look like he's that fat. Just put it that way.
Okay.
And he runs up. Most of you, pretty well, presumably all of you are going to turn to look at this recent arrival. He's going to sort of catch himself as everyone's sort of there all of a sudden, and he's sort of taken aback for a moment and sort of thrown off balance, like he hadn't thought this far ahead. He just sort of leans back a bit. Oh, hello. I would just like to talk to you for a moment, if I can, please.
Well,
Right.
we have no monopoly over his time, so
Let's just Oh, okay, that's a real nice dare, don't you know? Thanks awfully. I'll just be a moment.
I'll just follow after him.
I see.
You're reacting like that was completely normal.
All right, you get a little bit up, you get a little bit away, get a little bit of distance rather. He's like, okay, I just wanted to catch you before you left because I just came up with some new ideas, but I guess you're gonna get on the train. Where? That only goes one place, right?
Actually, I don't really know where this is going. I'm just kind of following along.
Okay, I think it goes to the Killen Mountains, and you do divination. So that means you're gonna go see the ambrosial monks, right?
I mean, I am now, yes.
All right. Well, I don't want anything to do with that because they're too intense and very pointed, and you know what? They don't dress well either. So,
Indeed, truly, their most heinous sin.
So, yes, classic monks. No fashion sense. So he gives you a about 5, maybe 6 feet of knotted cord, and this will be. I'm not going to use this anymore. That's for damn sure. This will be good for you to have when you go up there. They like that kind of stuff. Threads of fate and all that.
Wait, threads of fate? What exactly did you hand me just now?
Just like a charm, like kind of like an idol sort of thing. They just if you give it to them, they'll take it. Same way they take like alms and whatever the other thing is, indulgences.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you for this.
Yes.
Would you like anything in return? I feel kind of weird leaving you like this.
Just leave me out. If you talk to them or you talk to the Parsi, just leave me out of it. That's all you really got to do.
All right then.
Great, fine, fantastic. I will later.
Yep, I'll keep in touch with the sending stone.
Work through the equations. Okay. All right then. You have yourself a good one there, and I'm really no good at this. I don't like this. Whatever. Have a good trip.
Alright. Yep. See you.
He's not very good at subterfuge or acting. So
it took me a moment there to realize that you had given up doing the voice in character, and I was like, "That's pretty fucking jokes."
Yeah, he just wanted to catch up to you. He didn't think about the fact that the rest of your friends would be there, and if you haven't figured out, he's trying to lay low. So maybe
Friend is a strong word.
Whatever. So his immediate response was, "Oh, I should probably put on a fake voice so they don't figure out who I am," because he doesn't know those other people.
That's pretty joke.
And he has no idea what he's doing. Yeah. So that's where that is. It's thoroughly entertaining, as it was supposed to be. So you'll give your tickets, which will be collected. And let's see here. You will enter at, it's probably the front third of the train. Let me see how many I can do here. And so typing in dwarven.
Those fireworks or gunshots?
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, they are fireworks. Okay, cool.
I was gonna say I'm quite sure. I don't know. Yes. So looking up dwarven train interiors doesn't actually get you anything. So, oddly enough. So this is just what you're going to have to imagine.
Well, say.
It's going to be a lot of. Yes. It's all very pretty. It's going to be a collection of dark stone like that. I mean, dark wood like that, along with quite a lot of stone, whenever they can fit it in.
This is actually good.
Oh, there it is. That's what I wanted.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Sino. Oh, hi, Nod.
Hello? Okay. Sorry, you kind of cut out there for a second.
Well, I would advise you not to do that.
You cut out, not me.
I would advise.
Don't look at me like that.
I have eyes. I shall use them. That last one's my favorite. It's more art. It's more art. Wow, it's more Art Deco than I would actually like for the dwarves, but it's still very pretty. The last one's just like an honorable mention. So, entering into the train, those pictures are there to get you in the mood.
It's still steam powered, right?
As far as you know.
Can I roll a check?
Which is to say nothing.
Themis has been on a train before.
Oh, has he?
He spent close to 40 years? I can check the exact amount of time with the dwarves. I'm gonna assume that he's been on a train before.
Themis was acting like he's never been on a train before. Didn't even know what a train was last week.
Did he?
What's going on? You were asking all... Chili, you remember him asking questions about this? Is it safe and all that?
Sure.
That inspires confidence.
It was made by the goblins. We're totally fine. They established the railroad here between. Be fine.
Wait,
What?
No.
That's not the question.
That's not the question.
Oh.
Did I act like that? Damn. Well, then my bad then.
Did
So,
Themis
yeah,
act like he had no idea?
Yeah, you and Failure both were like, excuse me,
What's
what?
a train?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
Fair
a
enough.
train?
It was 100 years ago. That makes sense.
It's these trains are not very well.
Powered by steam
They're not.
and coal.
They're not like ubiquitous. They're not everywhere.
Oh wait, no. I remember what I did. I remember I never specifically said that I didn't know what a train was because I just kept on pushing you to try to explain what steam power was.
That's right. Yeah, because you were. Yeah. You were.
So we talked about steam power.
You were being more of a troll, is what you were doing.
Yes, which is in character, to be fair.
So we talked about steam power, though.
Well, we tried to, but Rauggam wasn't given much information because Rauggam doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
Whew.
What are you
Didn't
guys
talk
rolling
about
for?
steam power?
You tried to.
But the basics of steam power are known to us.
The basics of steam power are known to the dwarves. And Raugham's definitely ridden this train before. He's part of.
I can get around that. No worries.
There are plenty of magical elements to this train. It is not pure steam power, as evidenced by the silvery magical
silvery
aura on the
arcane magic
wheels.
thing on the wings.
On the wheels. It is most
wheels.
assuredly.
Yes.
It is most assuredly has a magical component, and there's not a lot of smoke or steam for it being in an underground building, so there's clearly something going on there too. Anyways,
Interesting.
Probably magic, huh?
who knew? So you board the train. Rauggam and Themis are shown to their first-class quarters. I forgot to ask, did anybody want to get a sleeper car that's staying in coach? Anybody sleeper car?
I did want to pick up some food before we left, though.
You get food provided. So.
Oh, okay. It's
yes,
it's counted in the ticket?
It is counted in the ticket, yes.
Wonderful. Expenses paid.
Just not, everybody needs food. Not everybody needs to sleep for a 36-hour ride. Some people just choose to, whatever, talk it up.
Yep.
Who knows? Okay. So,
you could also just sleep in a chair.
You could certainly try. Maybe if you got, maybe they sell earplugs and you could just sleep in your chair. That's totally plausible. Anyway, so since no one's saying anything about a sleeper car, I guess I'll just change this sleeper car scene that I wrote so that it's something else.
Shit, okay. I'll play.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I got plenty of options. I swear to you, I do. I'm not being salty. I'm just being a sarcastic brat. That's all.
I would like to insight
Like
check
every good DM.
I'd like to. You can certainly try. You have disadvantage and I have advantage.
Sure, take portent. No.
Aw, damn.
Chili gets a 13 and I get a 5. If only. Speaking of a 5, hi Chili. Nice 5 you got there.
Oh, you want to rub on that?
No, I do not.
Okay. Thanks.
Oh boy.
Maybe next time.
You can tell that's
Oh,
Driffius
boy.
talking with that.
Yeah. He's definitely saying words. I know you're lying, cause your lips are moving.
Damn.
Yeah.
Kind of harsh.
So, the layout is very similar to the pictures that I've seen. There are very little, if anything, in the way of assigned seats. There are a few that have been reserved, but for the most part, you can feel free to sit anywhere you'd like. Themis and Rauggam are in separate cars, but those cars are also split with another first class suite, whatever you want to call it.
I, as a player, would like to apologize for the amount of time we're going to be spending on this train.
Say it
Because I have some
louder.
ideas.
Nice.
Water to wine, my dudes. Water to wine.
There you go. There are blinds, mostly for the sake of privacy. It's not like you're going to get a lot of sunlight. You don't know if the train actually goes above ground or not, but there are blinds. There is a stone knob that controls how much light the ceiling brazier puts out, which is magical. And there's a small lever next to it with what looks like an obsidian handle that is currently in the down position in both of your rooms. Rauggam can read. Well, you can both read Dwarven, can't you? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So it says quiet mode, and it is in the down position.
Alright, well, Themis is definitely going to turn quiet mode on and start brewing potions.
Okay. So quiet mode goes on, and what a surprise! It's basically the same as the silent spell in your room. It's entirely, completely soundless. Can't even hear yourself breathe.
Alright.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it midday kind of thing, or did we decide it was after?
It's a little bit after lunchtime. You convened a little bit before lunchtime, and now it's a little bit after lunchtime.
Alright, I will not use it until it's dark, so I know I can get sleep at night. Just trying to keep trying to maintain a internal clock, I guess you can say. Sure. Let's go with that.
Right. Yeah. Your circadian rhythm. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
The thing that you definitely, as a vet, know about.
No, absolutely not.
Right. So, are you going to stay in your room, or are you going to go out and?
You know what? I'm gonna go out and about for you, Striffy. How's that?
Gosh, oh, you guys are just throwing me a bone. That's just the nicest thing you've done all week.
5.
Alright. So, you walk around, you find your seats eventually, you hear the whistles blow, the doors are shut. The cars are not packed to capacity, maybe like 2/3 full from what you've seen. It's still a fairly full train.
But I feel... Okay, never mind.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Yeah, have fun with that, Mr. Nod. Alright.
Oh,
So,
wow.
what are you investigating?
I was, but I don't think I noticed anything. I'm just looking around, like
Investigating
like,
what?
the cart, you know, the beauty, the
The beauty. It's a dwarven-made car.
Yep. You know,
Dwarven
maybe-
engineering.
I guess I was gonna kind of like investigate. Just the first class aura, what makes it so first class versus coach, but I don't know shit. I see pretty colors.
Well, it's first class because there's basically two people in this car, and you have a silence spell that you can engage at any time. That's a big first class benefit right there. You can probably get food delivered to your room.
Yeah. I was, yeah. I guess I'll keep wandering, explore a little bit.
Okay. You give a little walk for a bit. You'll pass Yudi at some point if you care, but you'll.
Is he doing anything?
Yeah, I'm okay. So I was actually about to send you a direct message about this, but the first thing I would do would be to ritual cast detect magic and go looking for someone else that is more magically inclined, like a wizard, if you will. I would also be trying to learn a bit about the train.
You're just gonna make me come up with lore for this train, okay?
Not really, just like how magic.
I mean, you're gonna have to anyway.
No, I'm not. Shut up. You don't know anything.
Like when I say that, I mean how it works. To be clear.
Yeah, same.
Well, okay, that's I guess different. All right, so this is Ural's Pride. That's the name of the train. There's a couple people that you can talk to that are on the train that will probably know a little bit about it, or you can flag down a conductor, maybe one of the staff. There is a small bar. There is a piano.
No, I literally just meant like take the detect magic and try and see what schools of magic everything around me is.
Okay.
For example, that silvery arcane thing.
All right. Okay. Alrighty. So there's plenty of, I'm going to say it's there's plenty of evocation magic going on with the lighting and various like decanters of endless water, stuff like that. Something that produces something else.
Sure.
Magic. The wheels.
Oh, conjuration. Yes. No.
Well, evocation, manipulate magical energy to produce a desired effect. I think that would fall under light more than.
Yep.
A decanter of endless water could be conjuration. Sure, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yes. The wheels themselves are actually transmuted with transmutation magic, and that is quite. Did you feel? Are you going to stay there, or are you also going to move about?
I'm probably going to move about, looking for a mage.
Okay. All right, if you do want to do any sort of interaction now, otherwise you can explore the train as it begins to move out of the station. Or
as it begins to move out of the station, then I'm probably still at my seat, ritual casting detect magic.
Right.
Because that shit's going to take some time.
Yes, that's 10 minutes. So, alright, so we'll let some time go by then. Alright, so Yudi's casting ritual. Yudi is clearly involved in some sort of ritual magical casting as you see him, as you walk by. You're just going to continue going down. There's a small bar to the side. There's a piano. There's you go through a dining car. Sleeper cars are near the end of the train itself. You go through a few more sitting room type lounge sorts of cars. Then you go through another junction between cars. And you go out one car, into the next, and you are just immediately in the back row of what looks like an amphitheater. Rauggam.
What? An amphitheater?
That's what I said.
How big is this train?
Shh, don't worry about it. How big is this train?
It's like... Okay, let me DM you with that information. It's wow. Nice. It's quite a few cars. You don't know.
Oh.
You didn't
Like, how large is this train?
It's magic, Synod. Magic.
Spatial magic in a train?
Like it's such a really difficult thing.
Actually, that's only like... What level spell would that be? I can check.
I don't know what level spell that would be.
No, it's okay. I got you here.
Oh, okay, thanks, boss. But what I do know is that the dwarves have been doing this for centuries. Why would you not? You're stuck with a specific gauge of train track rail, but you're not stuck with the size of the cars.
Hi, baby boy. How are you?
Okay, alright, how about this? Chili, well, I'll tell you, how about this, actually? Since Rauggam was going from train car to train car, Rauggam noticed that the train car did not change size, but when he entered it, it looked like he was in an amphitheater, in the back row of an amphitheater, and to his right was the seats, and then going down into the stage area itself.
Flashbacks to session 1.
It's not huge. When was there an amphitheater?
No, just walk into a room and it's so much bigger than I ever anticipated.
Okay. Yeah.
Going through the curtain there to the wizard booth. Yeah.
Yes, the orange door.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like massive. It's definitely dozens of seating.
Is there anybody sitting in the amphitheater?
There's some. Yeah, sure. There's a couple people sitting in the amphitheater. There are a couple people who look like they're doing more like cleaning up and maintenance. There's no show going on.
That was my next question. Any
Right.
shows?
No, there's nobody on stage right now. You can, if you walk along the back of the amphitheater on the wall of the train, as you're watching basically rock wall go by, there will be a show schedule
Oh.
that says tonight, since it's only 36 hours, it's only really one night, but tonight you will see Cersei perform live Songstress Extraordinaire at whatever, after sundown, whatever, nighttime, say like 8 or 9 o'clock.
I see.
Well, no, you don't, because you're not there.
I see.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind, and I'll keep moving. I'll keep going.
All right, you'll make your way to the dining cars.
Ooh,
That
yeah,
have been set, and whether through precision of dwarven engineering or maybe a little bit of magic or something like that, it's an incredibly smooth sensation. You can still hear the click clack, you can still feel the movement of the train, but the place settings and all that don't move, they don't rumble, they don't vibrate, they don't jostle about. They are firmly set on the tables, and it looks like there's no danger of any of those falling off at all. There's a couple people who look like they're seated, dwarves, who are having a few drinks, having some light conversation. Looks like they're probably just beginning to settle in for the long journey. You'll make your way through the kitchen cars, which is to say you walk through the hallway where the kitchen is on your right, and you don't actually enter the kitchen proper, but you have to go to get from point A to point B. So you can smell a little bit of the beginnings of would probably be like a late lunch or brunch sort of, or not brunch, just like a late lunch or a midday snack sort of thing. Very light cooking. And eventually you'll make your way to the sleeper cars, which are arranged like bunk beds. They're about 3, maybe 4 beds high. You enter and you notice the same lever with obsidian on it. It says quiet mode, and the lever rather is raised this time. You step inside and it's just deathly quiet. You feel the train car still moving a little bit and swaying. You feel the vibration as it clacks over the gaps in the bars, or not the gaps, but you know what I mean. But it is just deathly quiet in here.
That's creepy.
All of the bunks have curtains in front of them. Doesn't look like any of them are pulled over. At least not in this first car that you're in. Doesn't look like anybody's in them, or they just didn't bother to close the curtains. Whichever it is. They all have small little cubby holes underneath of them. And there's there's actually not braziers or anything like that in here. Instead, there are curtains drawn over the windows, and there are strips of glowing rock that have dwarven runes carved into them. The dwarven runes are not glowing by themselves. The entire tube-like looking rock is glowing, but it's affixed to the sides of the train and gives off a sort of a pale blue glow, a little blue-green.
So they're lighting it because of the runes, not because of the stone.
Maybe. You want to get closer and see what the runes say? You can probably read them.
Yeah.
It says mood lighting.
Okay.
And it doesn't strike you as being magical in nature. It just seems like it's maybe a little bit of fun, or just a descriptor of what it is, so people don't get confused or freaked out by it. Probably for the non-dwarves who use this train. Something like that. But it looks like the rock is either naturally luminescent somehow, or maybe it's been enhanced with magic somehow. Whatever it is. And the rest is going to be more the same, because the sleeper cars are at the end, and then there's some baggage cars, which generally people are not allowed in, because that's how theft happens.
Can't have that.
Agreed.
Alright, I'll head back towards the dinner cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dinner food cards. Where they're moving smoothly, not clanging everywhere.
Okay. That's fine. You head back to the dining cars, kitchen cars. Are you gonna get a table?
Yeah. Party one.
Okay, sure. It's almost self-serve. You do let another dwarven server let you know that you're there. They are offering a late lunch or snack type of situation of some finger meats and smaller sandwiches. They have a variety of alcoholic beverages on tap, whatever you'd like. And
too early. No, I can't believe I'm saying that. Too early for that. For this character.
You sure you're a dwarf?
I'd like to enjoy the train.
Okay, of course.
No one enjoys traveling, by the way. Like, it's once you get there that matters.
Oh, I like it.
Okay, let's let Chili complete her inspection of the train.
Yeah, this is so ultra mega important. I'll tell you what.
Eat lunch.
Give...
I'll eat lunch and then I'll head back to my thing.
Okay. Give me another investigation check.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I guess just perception. Because it's a bit... Well, because perception is more passive, investigation is deliberate, and you didn't say, I want to investigate this. So just give me another perception check.
Okay, +1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's a 4.
Oh no.
You were not paying attention at all.
Nope.
And you sat on like one of the sofas as opposed to like a booth or one of those high back chairs like in the first picture I posted, something like that. But you sit more on the side couch there, and you're not paying attention. You sit right down, and there's just a big old bump right where you sat.
Oh no. Wow.
Like a baby bump.
Like a baby bump. Like it's a pregnant couch.
Oh god.
Hey, Striffy.
Oh, hi, Plains. I didn't see you there.
Yeah, I was making a new character, and it's ready.
Is that so?
I'll send you the sheet, and I can bring him in next session.
That sounds
He doesn't
great.
have any elaborate backstory. He's just a guy.
He's
Just a guy.
just a guy. I can add another character for
Did I
the
just
for the
sit
roll
on
20
here?
if you'd like.
I just sat on him and
It has the same name, but it's not that.
Oh, use the same name. Okay, that's okay. Perfect.
Can we know what class?
He is a paladin.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
No,
Oh, he's very intense with his religion.
no, you didn't.
Finally, moral justice
Oh,
will
boy.
be back with us.
And it doesn't matter if he's right or wrong. He believes. And that's what matters.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
If I see any of you ever slipping up when Amos is around, he's gonna correct you.
Yeah.
Shit,
We'll see
son.
how that works out.
All
Man
right.
of God. Which God? Apollo. He's got a lot of knowledge and wisdom. Is he always right? No, but he's gonna make sure you know it.
You're gonna like fling
Oh,
me with
boy.
holy water.
Nothing like aggressive education to really get the blood flowing.
It's not brainwashing. It's just, you know,
It's education.
different
Yes.
knowledge.
Different knowledge.
It's very skeptical as to the existence of gods.
It's
It's not gonna be
It's alternative facts.
facts.
Substitutable knowledge.
Substitute. Okay.
All right. It's substantial knowledge.
All right.
Correct
I
response.
don't know if it's substantial.
On a baby bump.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does he get impaled in the end?
I would say describe the bump as
No, but you do hear the grinding of glass.
What? Should I? I'm gonna be concerned, I guess.
Okay.
Like, what did my fat ass just sit on?
All right. You want? It looks like the couch cushion is what you see.
Yeah, but the glass, is it stabbing me in the ass?
You don't
Like,
see any glass. You see a couch
don't
cushion
hear
with a
it?
bump.
I don't hear it.
Well, not if you're not
When I
sitting.
sit on
Not if. Well, yes. When you sit on it, yes, you do hear it.
Okay, can I just move to a different couch cushion?
Okay, sure. You move to a different couch cushion. You look over. It's a very obvious bump. You can't believe that you missed that, or didn't see it. Rather, obviously you didn't miss it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I don't know if I'm supposed to interact with the bump or if I'm just supposed
Do you
to.
want to know what it is?
Wow, you really can't tell, huh? Okay, the bump moves in your direct. No, come on, Chili. Just look at the fucking
Oh
bump.
God, no.
Stop. Stop being a pleb.
You threw a dead body at me. I don't know what you.
Oh, I'll throw another one at you if you don't pick up the fucking item.
Okay, I'm gonna investigate the bump.
Wow. Okay, you reach under.
Hey,
Big ol' investigation.
18.
Now imagine if you had rolled a 1 there again.
Yeah.
I would have died. I would have died. I reached my hand and got bit by a snake. Like, that's what would have happened.
Yeah, probably. All right, so you reach in and you pull out a not a file. Pull out almost like a small bottle, a small rounded bottle with a neck. Inside, have you ever seen glitter brew before?
Google, help me. Oh god, right button. Nope, I don't want to go to that page. Glitter bottle?
Glitter brew. Have you ever seen glitter brew before?
Pour the glitter into a bowl. Nope. Images. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I call it witch's magic, but yeah, same thing.
Witch's magic. Jeez. You're a little puritanical, aren't you? Alright, well that's what it looks like. Well, that's what it, okay, well that's fine too. So that's what it looks like, just gray.
Gray.
And it's slowly swirling.
Nice. Is there a cork at the top?
Why, yes. You know what there is.
Can I pop it and like smell it at like a wafting smell, not like
a wafting smell.
Kind of.
Yeah, I know.
Shit. Okay, I'm just making sure I don't just stick my nose on it and
all right. Yeah. You waft it into you. It smells kind of like a cloud, but if it were stale. So
okay, I'm gonna drink it.
Alrighty then.
You want it? I know.
Well, obviously, but you don't have to metagame for me here. I'll just have Themis find it next, and then he'll drink it.
No, fuck no. I want to drink it.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the correct way to DM. So you drink it.
Muted fucker.
He is. Well, he's not deafened, so it's cool. So you drink it, and for a couple of seconds there, it doesn't really seem like much is happening. And then just like this little, almost fish-like creature with little tentacles just swims past your vision. Just this little ethereal, just sort of swims along, almost like a jellyfish, but it looks more fish than jelly.
You weren't tripping balls until you were.
Okay, so how's my orientation? Like my equilibrium? Can I still like?
You're fine. You're good to go.
I just see a jellyfish in my vision. Can I like reach out and touch it, or is it like a
sure? You can. Well, that's a. I don't know, Chili. What is it? So you reach out and you try to grab it as it goes by, and your hand just goes right through it.
Alrighty.
You
what
look
happens
and
if I move? Yeah, turn, move. Like,
you turn and watch it. And you turn and watch it, and you look and you see as what looks like a slowly spinning flower comes by you from the top of your vision, and then heads to the left, and then moves back up.
Okay, I'm gonna follow the flower.
The flower goes up through the roof of the train and disappears.
Oh damn! Alright, I'm gonna follow the jellyfish. Can I find the jellyfish?
Jellyfish goes slowly enough, a little bit through the whatever it is, a little bit through the bar that's there. Goes through the head of the dwarf who's manning the bar, and then just sort of puffs his way through the wall of the train, and then goes outside of your vision.
Damn.
And you look around you now. There's quite a few more of them.
Oh,
These little creatures just sort of floating around and puffing and swimming around in the air.
That makes me go ask Themis what kind of potion I might drink. Alright.
Is that what you're going to go do?
No, I'm gonna go up to the barkeep instead. Hey, did anybody lose a potion?
You mean like a drink?
I mean, it was drinkable.
Like a potion of alcohol that I make up at the bar here, and then people drink it, and then...
It might have been a concoction. I mean, it was kind of glittery and it swirled, kind of, a little bit. It was in this flask as I hold up the flask. Did you make something in this?
No, we don't really cork the drinks that we make, and he gives it a peek and just goes with like the little bit, like the 1/8 of an inch that's left on the bottom. That's not something that I would make.
Huh.
That's for a bunch of prissy sissies. Right, so you want an ale?
Nah, I was just curious about this one. Thanks, though.
Alright. He goes back to rearranging his glasses and setups.
When I move, do more show up? Like, do they keep multiplying like ants, or like are this just like the same amount as before?
They're just kind of coming in and out. It doesn't seem like they're increasing or anything. You're not getting like after images. The room's not spinning.
Okay.
There's just some creatures that you didn't notice before that are just kind of floating and puttering around.
Was there anything else under the cushion?
You didn't feel anything else when you grabbed it. You want to go back and try again?
Yeah.
Okay. You go back and stuff your hand under it and...
Shards of glass.
Yeah. And move your hand around. Doesn't feel like anything's there. You pick up a couple of coins. You get 3 copper.
Ooh.
But there's nothing else under there. You take a quick 360 of the room. You don't see any other bulges and cushions.
Damn. Alright, well, I guess I'm moving along with my little friends that I'm saying.
Are you going back forwards, or are you going to the back, like the sleeper cars where you just were?
Back towards the amphitheater.
Gonna sleep it off from that? Okay.
I am gonna go in my first class. Jeez.
Alright, you go through the... you go through a couple of lounge cars. Another dining car that's still a little bit forward. On your way, however, you notice one of the people that's sitting on one of the couches by the window, engrossed in conversation with a couple of other people. You notice that they're not actually what they look like. What you see overlaid is someone that looks more like that, but underneath of this shimmering sheath, you see what looks like quite an old gnomish woman.
Oh, what the fuck? So it's like... Oh boy. Okay, so it's either like some sort of like cover up, like magic, or it's like stopping from showing people's real faces or something. Okay. Not weird at all, but alright. I'll roll with it. I'll just be like, okay. Can I like see myself in the mirror? Does it change any?
Can you see yourself in the mirror?
Yeah, like
Yeah, you can see yourself just fine.
Does my image change?
No,
Like theirs?
No. It's just the one person. All the other people in the car look normal. Or I should say, don't have a shimmering sheath on them.
Do I
Maybe the
recognize
next-
the woman?
Yeah. You can do history or intelligence check. See if you recognize it.
Oh wow.
Ooh. Damn, chilly. You have this nagging little scratching in the back of your mind that says she's got to be some kind of famous wizard or sorceress or some kind of highfalutin magic user. It's on the tip of your tongue, but it just won't come. Maybe if you sleep on it or just put it out of your mind for a little bit, maybe it'll come to you. But there's something about this woman that you swear you've seen before or heard of before.
Oh dear. So this
With a
is more...
23.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
this is not really Raugham's wheelhouse.
It's actually a 24 because I have a plus
Yes,
1.
yes, it is.
Ooh.
It's still not Raugham's wheelhouse. Not something he would.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna assume she's gonna be there for a little bit, and I'll go find maybe my wizarding friend. Be like, I saw this woman. I feel like I should know her. Like, maybe you would recognize her.
So to be clear, you're coming to me?
Yes.
So you're gonna go all the way over to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the timeline?
So hold up. So
It's your turn, dearie.
easy there. Shit, I closed the thing. Hold on.
No, like, I just want to know if I have detect magic still up, so I can kind of, like...
There's no way.
Yeah, okay, fuck. So I have no idea what was in that potion, then. God damn it. Oh, well.
Zero idea whatsoever. Nope, not at all.
Wow. I see how it is.
I mean, I was not approached.
Oh, there we go.
No, fuck you.
Alright, so on your way to go and see Yudi, you see another creature with what looks like a sheath of a different looking appearance on him. And underneath of the sheath is someone that looks like that.
Ooh. I guess you could say.
I'm definitely. Can I?
Ooh,
What kind of?
kind of sexy.
What am I
Not
looking?
gonna lie.
Like, can I identify the class or like?
Identify the class.
No, sorry, that's not what I'm laughing at. I'm laughing because I figured out what the image is from.
Oh, I'm sure you did. So, looking at him, it seems like he has a little bit in common with all the like the plant motif thing going on and the horns and all that. It seems like it's like a little bit in common with some of the things you saw when you were hanging out with your buddy Huisden McMuffin.
Oh, I wish I would have wrote down.
So Faye.
Okay. So there's Faye's and an old wizarding person here so far. Okay.
Unfortunately, Themis is just in his room brewing potions.
Well, actually,
Oh,
no, she's not going to be. No, Raugham's not going to be. Raugham's going to be Yudi. Okay, so after seeing that, you eventually
Because I'm not metagaming at all.
No, you're not. You meet up with Yudi, who's just finished his inspection of whatever the upholstery, whatever he wants, because the time it took you to walk all the way to the end of the train and back again, the detect magic's definitely done.
Well, we could sit here for another 10 minutes. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Alright, so, Rauggam, how do you approach me?
I'm gonna walk up and kind of see what you're doing, make sure I'm not interrupting something first. I'm gonna be nice and polite.
You're not interrupting anything.
Okay. Like,
Oh, actually, no. After my magic spell is done, I've probably tried to start conversation with some of the travelers, but you can just pull me right out of that. It's fine.
oh, okay. Be like, hey, is there any, let me rephrase that again. How familiar are you with mages? Like, maybe.
I mean, if I read about them in the archives, I might be able to help you, but why? What do you need?
I came across one on our train. Like, I was just kind of seeing what the train held for us, and I can kind of remember this one, but I just can't put my tongue on how I know her. It's not really something that would know.
Okay, let's go take a look. I might be able to help.
Yeah. So we go back and see if she's still there.
Wait, real quick, before that, what? Oh, okay, yeah. Cool. That's fine, I remember that you have the pictures up.
Alright, so Rauggam leads you back to this one of the train cars closer to where the food and kitchen cars are, and you see the picture of Brenton Thwaites sitting talking with some other people.
Okay, I'm gonna
just
inspect the person real quick. Let's see if this breaks DC.
Oh.
This is to see if I can see past the illusion, by the way.
I don't think that's how illusions work.
Is it not? Oh no, I'm thinking about minor illusion.
I think it might be an intelligence check, actually. I don't think it. Let me,
You want me to put disguise self, or,
No, disguise self is right here. Oh, investigation check against the spell save DC.
Yeah, because I prepared that spell for this train ride as well.
I prepared this... Alright, Alright, hold up, and let me get the sorcerer. Let me get the sorcerer class out here and figure out
like,
what I'm doing.
I remember specifically unequipping Fireball and then looking at my spells that I wanted, and I was like, no, I probably keep Disguise Self for the train.
I probably don't want Fireball for the train.
Yeah, I probably don't want to, blow it up.
That's the smartest thing you could have done. Oh, shit. Spell save DC. Even if I put the proficiency at 6, which would put her at a minimum of level 16, put her at level 17.
Jesus.
Even if I did that, that would be 14. Plus the charisma modifier, which there's no way it's going to be plus 10. So, yeah. I guess with a 23. You bitch.
I had lucky, remember?
Yeah.
I didn't even need to use it.
I'm just going to make you take your own portent. It's set to a 5 now.
Oh. Rough. I mean, I guess the fates just weren't in my favor, huh?
You can use its action to inspect your appearance and must succeed on an intelligence investigation against your spell save DC. Just trying to think about how that's gonna go. I guess you can stand back and then watch. I guess that's enough. Alright, so, you...
By the way, intelligence would have been the same modifier, so...
Right, but not the same... Well, you're not the same proficiency, that's the difference.
Ah... But I am proficient with intelligence.
You know, that's irrelevant. You need to be proficient with investigation, which could change the number. But anyways.
Oh, I'm also proficient with investigation, yeah.
Okay, well then, that would explain the plus 6 then, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Alright, so you and Rauggam have a seat without being, just staring at him like a stalker.
Just casually across the cart.
Of course. You pick up on some subtle things that pretty quickly, actually, that seem like at the very least there's a big size difference. It allows you to determine that it is disguised, but it doesn't say you can see through it. So it does.
Cool.
So you can tell that it's some sort of illusion, based on the movements and mannerisms and that sort of stuff. But this does not break the illusion.
Yep, that's all I need.
For you.
Okay, so I'll look at Rauggam and be like, huh, I'm surprised you noticed that person is in fact disguised. Having said that, I still can't see them. How do you want me to ID them?
Do you have a sketch pad?
I mean, no.
You have a spell book.
I do, and I'm not about to offer that up.
Do you have... I have some charcoal and a napkin, right?
You
Maybe
could
I
definitely
can-
get a napkin. That would be very easy.
Okay, I'll like sketch it on the
It's
napkin.
probably not going to be made out of paper, but whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
You go ahead and sketch this elderly-looking gnomish female with
Good enough.
with a tight up braid, with a few loose strands hanging in front of her face. She's a little bit regal looking.
Oh, Rico.
A little bit refined. It seems like she's somewhere between. She's clearly like primarily refined, but she also has that professor look where it's not quite perfect because they're always in a rush and they've just got to get to the next class to teach. So it's not like polished, but it's mostly refined. Mostly refined. You can. Rauggam draws you a picture of that. of a clear gnomish, an elderly gnomish woman.
Okay, so how do you want to do this? Do you want a history check, or do you want to just like understand that I probably wouldn't be able to, guess who a person was from charcoal on a napkin?
I'll let you do a history check with disadvantage.
Just before you decide, I also have proficiency in history.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, you can do it with disadvantage since you're probably just getting the head or the bust rather.
Okay.
From a napkin charcoal
Two.
drawing.
Oh, a nat 20.
So 13.
Oh, all right, 13. Oh, 26 would have done it. Oh well. So 13. This is finally my payback. So
I mean, I could have just portioned it.
that would have been a 13 plus. That would have been a 19. Anyways. You're really not familiar with people around this continent area stuff. She doesn't look like anybody you've ever seen.
No, unfortunately, this image you've drawn me, as meticulous and detailed as it is, this person eludes my knowledge, I guess. Judy seems a little distracted.
Rauggam, you watch this fluke-like creature just blur with his little vibrating sides, just go right through the picture and then through the floor.
Oh, sorry. I'm still, very watching. I'm seeing funny things because of a random drink I found and drank.
Wait, maybe you should have told me this first when we came to find me, and I'll do like just a general check, see if they're dying of poison or some shit.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm not losing HP yet.
Yet.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, so yes, they are fine. They're not just like fucking dying of internal bleeding. Okay, good.
Doesn't look like it.
It was silvery, glittery. It looked like it was sitting in motion, a liquid in motion.
Glittery.
But
Okay, I'm gonna check if Raugam's eyes are dilated, real quick.
No,
Or like
not
what's
really.
happening to their eyes? No, nothing.
But like, it's like it gave me special powers. Like, for example, I could see these floating creatures and like things. Just it's like they're ghosts almost. Just
All right, Rauggam. This is gonna be a little weird. Do you mind sitting here for like 10 minutes in absolute silence?
An absolute silence.
No, but this little thing that I sat on and then drank.
No, shh. 10 minutes.
But
Do
it
you
gave me
think you could do that in absolute silence, Rauggam?
But it made me see the woman.
Yes, I understand that, Rauggam. Now, can you
No.
let me do wizard things?
Okay, fine. That
Okay.
I can do. Yeah, if you're gonna do it.
Cool.
Okay.
And I'll start ritual casting Detect Magic to see what the hell is wrong with this dwarf.
Oh boy.
Can you sit here for 10 minutes?
All right.
What is that?
So
What
his
was
eyes
that?
are not.
10 minutes and 6 seconds, technically. One
okay,
action plus 10.
Okay. So his eyes are not dilated, but his irises do have a silvery tint to them. Let's see what we're doing here. Alright. You, I'll assume you managed to keep it through.
Why can't I server mute? This is dumb.
Server mute.
Because you lost your privileges.
What, you mean like that?
Yeah.
So, you...
What? Kato through sneak attack. Okay.
Oh shit. 17.
Who's going down?
Oh, with
they're
a
getting the stick.
With a stick. It's the ugly stick. Be careful. If she gets a crit, you get less attractive.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Losing charisma point.
Yes.
You should totally make that an enchanted item.
The ugly stick.
The ugly stick that removes charisma on hit.
At least for a few hours, right? Not like.
And permanent minus charisma for crits.
A lemon slice is
Permanent? I don't think
Why is
permanent's
it
gonna
plus
work, babe.
9?
For crits.
I don't think a permanent's is balanced, dear.
Yeah, but
Imagine
Against
you could
monsters, maybe.
walk around hitting everyone and just
You know what? Fight me.
turning people into the ugliest motherfucker ever permanently.
yeah. That sounds balanced.
Yeah, except in a game where charisma is tied to certain abilities, right? Like spellcasting abilities for certain classes, I don't think that's very balanced.
to me.
Okay, so if I hit you and remove your strength or dexterity every time I get a crit, you
No,
don't-
that doesn't count.
Well, okay.
That
okay,
doesn't
okay.
count. How often do you think you're going to be getting criticals? That's the real question here.
Exactly.
About 5% of the time.
If you play a barbarian, your crit can be a 19 or a 20. Ooh,
Yeah, so about 10% of the time.
Same
I'm chilly.
with fighter, isn't it? Champion fighter.
probably, yeah. Wouldn't surprise me.
You whipping with that stick.
You
Yeah, like that.
so whip.
So who's Kato killing while we're doing this?
I thought it was you.
There's a bunny outside.
Of
On
the
the
train.
train. Yeah, there's a loose bunny on the train. She's like, "This is my moment." Practice.
I will stop at nothing.
Baboon.
To murder this bunny.
That has done absolutely nothing to you.
How do you know it's not some wizard's familiar?
Why does a stick have piercing? I feel like a stick would just have like.
Blunt.
Your lemon slice did 0 damage.
Wow.
No, your lemon slice.
Fuck off.
What's a
No.
1d3? I've never seen that before.
What?
I never
I
in
don't
my
know.
life.
3-sided
I
dice.
don't know. I'm just rolling dice. Alright, so somehow you get Rauggam to sit still in absolute silence for 10 minutes and 6 seconds. You cast Detect Magic.
I'm
and-
guessing the wizard's probably gonna move as they see me ritual casting a spell.
That's a good point.
It could be Unseen Servant.
It
You know?
be Unseen Servant.
I do have that spell ritually prepared.
That's ridiculous. Alright.
Wait,
I'll
is it?
do-
Okay, no, fuck it. I switch it. I'm doing Unseen Servant instead. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Alright, so here's what I'll do. I'll do a sliding scale of concern. I'll do a 1d10. If it's a 1, they don't care at all. Or probably barely even notice. Barely register that you're even doing a magical spell 5 feet away from them. And then a 10 is going to be aggressive in some form. Probably not going to start throwing punches, but
Understandable.
they're going to be
Well, I mean,
very, very interested in you and what you're doing. Please let it be a 10. I'm sick of getting 1s for you bitches. A 6!
I mean, that's basically carte blanche, right?
Well, it's more than standard. Alright. Alright, you're working on your ritual, so you don't notice. But Rauggam, you notice that this old woman / young man eyes up Yudi a couple of times, and then goes into her, or his, whatever, the messenger bag that this person is carrying, and takes out a small piece of jewelry and puts it around their wrist.
Ooh, non-detection of some sort.
So, you finish your detect magic spell, and Rauggam seems to be almost scintillating with divination magic.
Okay. So here's the fun part.
It's suffused almost his entire body.
Yeah. So here's the fun part. I think it was level 10. Divination wizards get third eye, which is essentially a bunch of stuff, right? Like it's dark sight, true sight, ethereal sight, or whatever it was.
Okay.
And you can switch between those at 10th level, right?
Okay. All right.
Having said that, I am only 6th level.
Yes.
Would I have any idea how any of those spells would interact?
How?
I'm essentially trying to figure out which divination spell is affecting.
You want to nail down the spell?
Yeah.
Ugh. Third eye.
From what they've told me, from what I've seen as divination, from what Rauggam has described, essentially, I'm trying to pinpoint which spell it is. Because I think it's True Sight, but I don't really know.
Dark vision, ethereal sight, greater comprehension, see invisibility. None of those are true sight.
Oh, really? I don't have True Sight on Div Wizard?
I'll be willing to get rid of greater comprehension and give you true sight.
Yeah, I'm gonna take those comprehension spells either way, right?
You're really not.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have True Sight. Cool.
You're really not gonna. Nobody's gonna use greater comprehension to read any language. It's just not something that's gonna happen.
Not to mention, it's so cheap for me to just burn tongues or something.
Oh, yes. Rauggam, did you tell Yudi that you're seeing little
floaty thingies?
Benign floaties?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you can reasonably piece together it's some sort of true sight.
Alrighty then. So I'm gonna look at Rauggam and just say, okay, so I don't think you're hallucinating, which is a good thing. Does that person in the disguise, do they seem aggressive, or like could we start a conversation with them without, fearing for our lives or getting to combat?
You said I didn't notice when she put the bracelet thing on?
No, I said Yudi did not notice when she
I
put the
did not notice.
Okay.
Yudi was doing a thing.
When you started your little voodoo magic on me, your voodoo stuff on me, she pulled out some sort of bracelet and put it on her wrist.
Cool. I look at the illusion again. Yeah. What is it now? What am I seeing now?
Ooh, I don't like that. Alright, so you have, what is it? It's 30 feet, which is close enough.
Damn it. Now that's something. That makes nasty. Did you actually say that in my presence? I agree. You know what? You might be right, but that cream-filled center, if you have one and only one per year, that's
cream-filled center. Gotta eat that up, my dude.
Sinat's had a cream-filled center many a night.
Oh yeah. I filled many a cream center as well.
Whoa! I'm learning so much about you.
I don't want to be part of that conversation.
Oh gosh, you're such a prude.
Chili. Chili's starved for sexual satisfaction, remember? She doesn't want to hear about it.
Oh, that's true.
So,
maybe you need your center filled with cream. I'm just saying.
Ooh, chili.
No.
That's a yes.
Please don't post that on the internet. Please cut that out.
I'm pretty sure if you look it up, there are many cream-filled centers on the internet.
She's talking about the recording. Sinat.
Oh, I think he's gonna post it anyway. I don't think anybody listens to them anyway.
Nobody gives a shit about any of these things that I've ever posted, Chili, and all you have to do is say, no, I'm not.
Yeah, but I do,
Yeah, well, that's exactly the opposite of what you should have said.
Yeah.
You should have just immediately denied it, and then the matter would have been dropped.
You know what? Help me out, failure.
Jesus!
He turns to failure.
Of all the people,
Am I saying this right? Am I saying this right? Kaonima.
操你妈.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, you see how there was that entire conversation there, and then all you did was say, fuck your mom in Chinese? You see how that's a complete, like...
Maybe I called them giant alpacas.
Maybe I fill your mom's cream-filled center.
That's dusty and nasty. You don't want to go down that road.
Is it really dusty, though?
Wow.
What? No, stop. I don't want you to be like my stepdad.
Eh, bon Dieu, qu'est-ce qui est arrivé avec ça?
I'm pretty sure they're usually
don't do that.
Squishy and wet, but what? We're talking about cream-filled donuts.
Everybody knows that.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the Cadbury eggs.
I can't move people anymore. What the fuck is this shit?
You can't move them if it's
what
not
did
your
you do
token,
to lose
you
admin?
You can't move admin, probably.
Shit.
Never will I ever be more pleased with myself.
I don't remember what you did to piss me off, but whatever.
Wow.
But it's working out now, right?
Yeah, but it's only benefited us here.
So she moves herself. Okay.
Let's be real. Oh shit, she moved herself into hiding. That's not gonna do her any good.
You see, Chili, the rest of us can still move you.
Yeah.
That's
bullshit. It's bullshit. Alright, so coming back into reality land here. You you look over towards this figure, and it's like a fog has come over their form. You can see that there is divination magic, but now there's also a layer.
Did Striffy just cut out, or was that an intended pause?
Was that a no? I'm here.
I think it's cut out.
Okay.
No, it better not have.
You weren't answering for like half a second, and I went like, "Did I cut out?"
half a second. Well, that set you off, huh? All right. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so it's almost like there's a fog over her figure. You can see there's clearly illusion magic, but now it's overlaid with a level of abjuration.
Cool. Okay. So I'm not that knowledgeable about abjuration spells. Well, in character at least. In game, out of character, I could probably guess what this is, but in character, I'm just gonna be like, ooh, that looks like them's fighting words, right? And I'm gonna look at Rauggam and be like, I need to know, do they look like they're going to attack us?
No, it was more reactionary, like she was taking defense.
Well,
on herself.
Yes. But generally, you set up defenses, and then you take a quick offense to, neutralize the threat.
Mm-hmm.
Is she still looking at us? Let's put those on.
The figure is still engaged in conversation with the rest of their party.
Like.
Oh, actually, that's a good question. The rest of their party, what do they look like?
They one is a very well-dressed dwarf. Female. She's got very well-kept sideburns. With her hair is piled kind of high, but it looks like it's been interlaced and woven with a fine gold chain, and she has some falls that come down in very tight braids with what looks like silver clasps, and then she has a like a jacquard type of dress that goes down to what looked like very low, like maybe like cowboy boot kind of heel. It's a very, very small, flat, chunky heel. And
do they look very familiar with the mage?
They do. Yes, they do.
Okay, cool.
And the other one is a human male, probably in his 50s, maybe a little bit older. He's not wearing armor, but he is wearing things that go underneath of an armor, like a jerkin and tabard, that sort of stuff. He looks like maybe at some point, if he wasn't on a train, he might be more inclined to wear armor. But
Okay, so just to be clear, this looks like a group that has seen combat and would more or less be ready for combat as well, right?
the fellow with the I'm just gonna call it Under Armour. The fellow with the padding, the Under Armour padding, looks like he's seen some combat.
Okay, so that's...
The other two do not look particularly battle hardened at all.
Ah, okay. So... But that person has magic, though. Fuck. I'm like, how can I push this?
They could all have magic, as far as you know.
Yeah. Fuck, I don't know how to progress here, actually.
I don't really want to engage in a fight on a train.
Let's get the rest of the party. This is kind of interesting. Let's see what they think.
The rest of the party. Rauggam, have you told Yudi about the Fae?
No, because they were after, right? Like they were the.
Yeah, they were the second. Yes, they were the second.
Yeah.
How long have they been doing this?
Too long. That's how long.
But like, how long in game time?
At least like a little over 10 minutes.
Well, yes, at least. But Raugham's escapades.
Yeah, Rauggam walked to the back of the train and then back again. That's at least half an hour. And then they have with Yudi, that's another 10 minutes. They have a discussion. They do the ritual. It's going to be coming up on an hour.
Well, okay.
So, is the train burning yet, or has Themis rolled well?
Themis is preparing things for some ideas that he has.
Okay, what does that mean?
Themis is busy brewing potions.
Okay.
For the next at least 3 hours. More like 4.
Okay, so Rauggam knows exactly where Themis is because he's in the adjacent car. If you want to go, and get him,
I'll walk back towards. Yeah, we'll walk back towards Themis and the party, but in the car, I'll be like, oh yeah, he looks different too. You know, just kind of point at the other one.
Is this within the 10 minutes?
Should be, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
basically, same. It's just illusion. It's just an illusion.
It's just an illusion.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be like, it's just another, disguised person. Still can't see them. So unless you want to, do another drawing and hope for the best. But I don't think that's that, efficient or productive. So let's just get the other ones.
I tried, stupid.
It's not either of your priorities. It's definitely someone else's interest. Yep. So all right. So you go back and you go ahead and knock on Themis's door. Themis, you hear a knock on the door.
You probably hear a.
Oh no, you don't hear a knock on. Well, no, you don't.
Nope. Silenced.
I don't hear a knock on the door.
You do not hear a knock on the door.
Does anything come out of the car?
No.
Like, is there any sound coming out of the room?
Not that you'd be able to hear it unless it was loud, but no. It works both ways.
Yeah, I don't hear the knock.
You can
Yeah, give me a second.
Can I just let myself in?
You can certainly try and do that.
Themis did not lock the door.
Okay. Okay, so without warning, you experience...
Oh wait, I could have just messaged you. Fuck.
Okay, so without warning, you experience a change in light that leads you to believe the door is opened.
I am going to roll this. Nothing explodes. Good for you.
Good for you. Stick. Stick.
Themis looks over
Hurt.
very quickly, and then quickly turns back to what he was working on. Yes, I'm terribly busy. What is it that you wanted?
Did we hear him talk?
Nope.
Didn't they go into the car?
They entered
Silence
your
was so
room.
on.
Your room has a silent spell on it for the room, not for the car.
Okay.
And Rauggam, there you go. Okay.
I'm turning the lever.
Okay, Rauggam turns the lever downwards.
Yes,
I'd actually really like to keep up with Kato right now. What's the little thief doing? Or rogue, I guess.
With a disguise kit and stealth checks and sneak attacks and deception.
Yeah. Is this person just working through the train, killing everyone they see?
Well, she might be.
Being
keen.
No, she should not.
Just sneak up behind people and smack them with the ugly stick.
She shouldn't be starting fights when there are at least two creatures that have enough power to cast illusions on themselves. But so be it. It's what she chose to do. All right, so Rauggam pulls the lever, and you can hear each other.
Yes. What? What? I'm terribly busy. What is it that you needed? Themis is fiddling with not fiddling. Seemingly very involved with some flasks. There's an alchemist kit that's laid out on the table at the back of the car of the room. Some bubbling potions that seem to be a dangerous yellow-orange color.
Does he have any more glittery silver ones?
Oh no.
Those are in my pouch, but
Like even like just it's not just gray silvery, just glittery, like the ones I saw.
what, potions?
Yeah.
No, those are all the potions that are already made are already stored away.
I mean, in progress.
The ones that are in progress look volatile and kind of glow like an orange yellow, and there's a potion on the left that seems to be brewing over something that is turning from blue to red slowly. But no, there's no silvery.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go up to the least looking one and just kind of waft the smell.
What do you mean the least looking one?
The least looking.
Oh, it didn't
Chili is high as well as Rauggam.
It cut out. The least looking volatile one.
Least volatile looking one. Gotcha.
It's okay, Chili. We know that English isn't your first language.
Eh,
Yeah, because bullshit's my
her
first.
first, yeah, Midwestern.
Bullshit's my
Midwestern slang is her first.
Well, I don't.
Right.
Midwestern.
You're gonna take a sniff of it?
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna waft it. Yeah.
Just gonna waft it.
Wafting.
Like you would with a wine.
You'll probably feel a little dizzy and kind of euphoric,
Alright. Oh yeah. Let's get high.
but it's not a good. It doesn't smell very good.
I mean,
so
to
it
say
probably
let's get
leads
high,
to
I
a
am
little
carrying
nausea.
drugs. So, like, my character is carrying drugs.
Well, what's the worst thing that can happen since I'm mixing
Oh, nice.
chemicals and potions in my body?
Well, you didn't actually consume it, but smelling the fumes coming off of it will lead you to be dizzy, a little nauseous. But it doesn't smell bad, but it definitely is not like a pleasant smelling brew. It's not a perfume or anything. Yes, Rauggam,
You have no idea what you're smelling, do you?
I don't know what I drank earlier either, but I'm still alive.
True.
Themis finishes grinding up a few ingredients and drops them into a vial, and then turns around. I'm sorry, you don't know what you drank.
Yeah.
Funny.
Are you in the habit of drinking strange, unknown liquids?
It was pretty. So I drank it.
I'll look at Themis and just be like, well,
Themis is just gonna I see. Themis is gonna look at Rauggam and just very slowly frown. So, was this an alcoholic beverage where you offered certain substances?
Well, I sat on it by accident, but it was still intact.
Oh boy. It gets better.
Yes, it does.
I picked it up, I uncorked it, I smelled it. It smelled like a...
Wait. You sat on a vial of something and then drank it?
First instinct.
Oh, no, hold on. I smelled it first. It smelled like a stale cloud.
You know what clouds smell like? I was unaware that dwarves were not stone-bound.
Either way, I drank it. I went up to the barkeep, asking him if he had made something like this. He said no, therefore, I just...
Okay. Do you have the vial you drank out of?
Yeah, I do. It has a little bit left in the bottom.
I see. Themis is gonna take it and give it a sniff.
By the way,
swirl it around. Is there like much left, or is there just a little bit?
There's just a very little bit.
Very...
Okay, he's gonna swirl the rest around and give it a sniff. Let's see.
I see.
Would probably recognize it, so I'll roll. What do you want me to roll to figure out what it is?
Intelligence.
Arcana.
What's your modifier on that?
Or Arcana, yeah.
Intelligence is 1. Arcana is 4.
You better roll well.
19.
You did, in fact, roll well. It smells...
I'm just trying to identify it through,
smells
past knowledge and...
Right. I'm being drag stick to a raised stick fight. It smells reminiscent of the ones that you've made in the past, I suppose, before you lost your grimoire.
Does it help if I tell him what I'm seeing and what it's given?
Oh yeah, no, I can absolutely tell him as well that this is a Truesight potion.
There you go.
Yeah.
You all managed to work it out.
I see.
Enough information was shared.
So you found a potion of Truesight lying on a bench, and then drank it out of a whim.
Yeah, it was
Is that...
It didn't smell like these nasty ones.
I present to you your future king.
I see. Do you have any idea what that potion was worth?
Nah. Because that's not really my wheelhouse.
That's not my
You definitely could have sold it for at least 75 to 100 gold.
Oh,
the sheer rare and I myself would, at the moment, deprived of my grimoire, struggle to simply just create such a potion, and you drank it. You say?
First.
Yes. Well, you're not really keeping it, are you?
For like an hour tops, maybe.
Yes, I'd say maybe an hour and a half. 2 if you're lucky and the creator was somewhat skilled. Ugh. Themis is gonna put his face in his hands. Do you drink all the strange brews that you find lying on benches?
Not just the pretty looking ones. The ones that remind me of gold.
I'm making a note of that.
Just gonna make them all look pretty from now on.
Yep.
I see. Well,
Oh, I see jellyfish and flowers floating by too.
You see what now?
There's like little ghostly things. It looks like fish and flowers. Like they just float through things and then they disappear off the tree. And I'm just gonna
yes. Well,
I'm gonna stare at one as it floats through the wall, like just like that one, and point to it.
What those could be?
Yudi is going to look at it and try to track it just to fuck with Themis and Rauggam.
You see it too?
Oh my god, I think I do!
Themis is just gonna look between the two, look back at his potion, make sure that it's not like bubbling over or whatever, and just go, "Are you quite alright?"
Oh, apparently I can see people who are not actually what they look like.
Oh? Themis is interested. And who have you spotted?
See through disguise.
Yeah, what do you
And
think?
who have you? Who are there? Any interesting personages that you have spotted on this train?
Actually, there's two. There's one that I got Yudi for, but I recognize the person, but I don't it's right there. Like I've seen them somewhere, either in news or notable persons. So, but I'm that's not my wheel. That's not something I'm quite familiar with. So I grabbed Yudi here. You didn't quite know either, and I tried to draw it, which I'm a terrible drawer because of these, sausage fingers. And then there's another one. He kind of looked human, but at the same time he had horns, like our friend. I forgot the name.
Themis will just look very, very intrigued at that second mention and say, "And you saw this in the first class cars, or?"
It was towards the amphitheater.
Why don't you lead me to him?
Okay.
Themis is very, very interested suddenly.
You have any other colored glittery potions you don't mind getting rid of that I can just drink?
No, I do believe that you've imbibed quite enough for the next 2 hours. I think
after 2 hours. Because we got 30.
You want your legs to stop working again?
We got 30
you
more
wish to imbibe more substances to alter your perception?
I've got nothing to do for 34 hours.
Well, I'm sure something will come up.
Oh, there you go. And Yudi will pull up a water skin and just pass it off to Rauggam.
Hey, bottoms up.
You're not even gonna smell it. You're just gonna.
Yeah, okay. I trust Yudi.
She's being consistent. Leave her alone.
Okay. Yeah. So as that happens, I would like to. To cast Toll the Dead.
Wow.
What's
Why?
that?
Just on Rauggam.
Just on Rauggam.
That's DC 14.
Of what? Wisdom?
Wisdom, yeah.
Oh my god, why?
What are you doing to him?
No. Oh wait, it's a 14 because I got a +1 on saves.
Oh, if the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead takes 1d12. Okay.
No. They're not missing hit points, I don't think.
No, she's not.
He's not missing hit points, no.
Yeah, okay. And they made the save. So we're fine. Yeah.
Is it? No, it's not a make. If it's a 14, then it's a loss.
No, it has to. No.
No, if it's equal, it's a success.
Oh, it's DC
yeah,
11.
Defenders, right?
Is it?
Is D&D Defender or Attacker sided?
Attacker sided. Well, both.
But I have an armor class of 16. If an enemy hits me with a 16, that's a hit.
Yes.
Yeah, if it's an equal number, it's a success.
Oh wait, it doesn't matter. It's an 11.
Yeah,
it's a DC 11. My bad.
No, DC 14.
Okay, fine.
Oh, it's DC 14.
DC 11, but it's my saving throw is DC 14.
Okay, so it's still a 14, so that's a success.
Yeah.
If it's equal, it's a success.
So he takes 1d8 necrotic damage.
Why?
2d8 because I'm level 6.
And you're casting it as a second level spell?
I mean, do I have a choice? It's a cantrip.
No,
Oh, when you reach 5th level. Okay, my bad.
All
I thought you were casting it as at a higher level. Why?
Thank you.
Maybe teach
Finally
Rauggam
gets
a
my
lesson
question.
about not just drinking random things.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
This
10.
is
Do I notice this
What
casting?
that he's
How much damage is it?
I'll sleight of hand that shit. I'll sleight of hand that shit.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, you're retconning the sleight of hand? Okay, I see how it is.
How much damage did I take?
16 perception.
Oh no.
20 sleight of hand. Okay. I'll accept the retcon of the sleight of hand. Okay. I see how it is.
You're definitely
Oh,
checking out
but-
your potions.
Yeah. And I handed them my water skin, so. How much damage?
It's 1d8 or 2d8.
What 2d8? No, because I succeeded. So it's only
Yeah.
It would've been
No, it's 2d8 or it would have been 2d12.
So 8. Or what? What?
It's
Let's
2d8.
Oh gosh, you have. I guess it would
Failure,
be
just roll
failures.
2d8.
Do you want me to roll 2d8, or do you want to take the 2d8 that was rolled with the spellcast?
Oh, it was rolled already. Okay, so 14.
Oh, 14.
Okay.
Because
Oh.
some of us know how to use the Roll20 app really well.
Oh, because you got an 8? Holy crap. Okay, yeah. Never mind then.
Yeah, an 8 and a 6. I just rolled obscenely high for some reason.
I was
Okay,
not
what-
paying attention.
Do I
A 7 and an 11. 7, 11. Let's go.
do I feel the necrotic damage? Like this? Do I? Feel
You'll hear the bell go
What?
gong as you drink it.
And then you'll just feel your strength leave you.
I'll just look around.
Well, it's
What
more like your blood vessels are bursting, but yeah.
Okay, is that gonna
It's
piss
necrotic.
me off? Is it-
Necrosis?
Who knows?
It's probably noticeable.
It's necrotic damage, and you just took 14 points of it.
Yeah, I honestly was not gambling
In one hit.
that fucking high.
I don't know why you even fucking cast the spell.
Rauggam needed to learn to stop drinking random objects.
Well, Themis would agree with that, but perhaps there were easier ways.
Pain is
True.
a good teacher. Alright. So, yeah, you take 14 points of damage
Yikes.
as you put the canteen to your or the water skin to your lips and just. It hurts. It hurts a lot. Your vision kind of vibrates for a little bit with the sound of the bell. The
Okay,
doors.
so in what is this? 10, 20. In 30 minutes, I'll be back to full health. Okay,
Cool.
Coolio.
because I restore
Right.
health.
Okay. Alright.
Right.
So,
I see.
until then.
Oh, you heal out of combat?
Are you
Yeah.
quite alright?
That's pretty popped.
Rauggam?
It's an item I have.
You
Oh, wow,
seem to be in pain. I'll glance at Yudi, kind of
Maybe,
accusingly.
I heard.
Maybe
some-
you shouldn't just drink random things that people offer you or that you find, huh?
Can I
Maybe
throw it
you
back?
should, check them first.
Can I throw it back at him?
Throw what?
The
The
water
water
skin.
skin? Oh, sure. 18, yeah, that'll do it.
Smack him in the face with it.
Rauggam just launches it at you.
Spits out
Okay,
the
so I
rest
have
of the
two,
fucking
I know, I
water.
have 3 options here on how to react to that. I'd kind of like to poll the room to see what would be most, I
Funny.
could just catapult it back at him, but that's like 3d8 damage, so I'm not going to do that. I could shield, which is more for flavor. It wouldn't actually do anything. It's an AC boost. Or I could just do nothing. I think I'm going to just do nothing, though.
Nothing.
Alright.
Well, I still chucked it at him. So.
Yep.
And then where's it hit him? Where's it hit him? Does he catch it? Like what happens?
What do you want to happen? You hit him. You can say what happens. I'll let you have control of this one.
I would. You're bald, right?
You're bald. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Yeah. Asians are famous for hair loss. Yeah.
I want the seam of the water skin
Oh boy.
to like leave a little indent on your cheek, as it like rolls off the top of your head and you catch it in your hand. It just smacks you that hard. It goes ping and like just kind of rolls around you and you just lands in your arms. Yeah.
All right.
Top kick.
That's
I deserve that, and I'll just put it away.
So yeah, let's walk back towards the dude with horns. He's
give me a moment to finish my preparations. Themis will just quickly crush some ingredients, set some vials over some flames, and put some more ingredients to the side. Ooh, wow, what the fuck is with these hiccups, man? Where do they come from?
Where did they go?
Where did they come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
alright.
But yeah, oh, fucking shit, man. Yeah, and I guess I'll follow them out.
Okay. Rauggam leads you back to. Hi. Which one was it? Yeah, that's right. Okay. So Rauggam leads you back through a couple of train cars and points out a. It looks like actually, looks like a half-elven male it's seated, playing a game, probably with pieces, probably something close to chess, with another person, while another couple people watch from the sidelines, and points to the half-elven male.
Does the game look to be almost over?
Looks probably maybe like 2/3 of the way done.
Alright, and guess I'll turn to Rauggam. And you said he looked like what now?
I'm assuming taller. Yeah. A little bit on the taller side. He's kind of greenish, like earthy tones. But he's got like curly horns like a goat and like pointy ears.
So he's Fey, right? Striffy?
Yeah,
That's what Rauggam sounds like.
Yeah.
But I would recognize him.
If you saw him, you would recognize him, but you don't see him. You see.
But the description that Rauggam gives
sounds very Fey. Since there's no tieflings in this world, it sounds very Fey.
I'll go sit down with the spectators without really saying a word to Yudi or Rauggam, and wait for the game to end.
Oh, I'll follow up.
No, I'll follow along. Like this seems like an interesting game. I wonder what they're playing.
Jesus Christ!
Just chug some beer. You're fine.
I finished my beer.
Oh,
that might be the problem.
Well, we can certainly call it if you want. It's almost 1, but we'll go a little bit over since somebody's interested. So, you wait. It's another 20 or so minutes until the game ends. Rauggam, you can feel your Truesight starting to wane.
Aww,
or what you perceive is to be Truesight. Well, yeah, it's definitely been about an hour ever since you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The potion's wearing off.
Right.
Oh man.
The creatures become more and more translucent and more difficult to discern. The figure becomes the image of the half-elf male becomes more and more opaque and more apparent as time goes on, and you feel it's slipping away. It's almost like reversed, where you had the sheath on the outside and then the true person on the inside. It's almost like reversed. It's almost like there's a ghost inside of an actual person. But anyways, so the game finishes. The half elf has one against this halfling female with faux hawk looking type haircut.
Wait. Faux hawk? No. Not like the person I met at Sketchy Place.
At Sketchy Place, Lady Blacklock?
Like, guards that she had, yeah.
Those were dwarves. This is a halfling.
Oh, okay.
Those were definitely dwarves, babe. I can assure you that much. Dwarves like to hire dwarves.
Thank you for the clarification.
Put it that way. They don't care about diversity quotas, alright?
Thank you for the clarification.
You're welcome. So, you, they give a little shake. They have a sip. The half-elf has side-eyed you a couple of times, but at this point he does not side-eye you, and stands up and moves to one of the half couches that I showed you in the pictures, while looks like two other people are taking positions to play another game.
I'll just wait a little bit and then get up and follow him and sit next to him if there's space.
You know, I think you could make space, but there's definitely also space. So
I'll have a seat next to him and say, well, I didn't in Sylvan. I didn't expect to meet one of the folk in Dwarven Mundus, of all places.
Dwarven Mundus, even underground. How gross. All right. He takes a sip of the. Are you going over there, Yudi, or are you staying where you are?
No, I'm staying. I'm gonna try and learn the game and then maybe play once by the time Themis is done talking.
Okay. All right. So you're studying the rules of the game. And
Dragonchess.
A little bit of chat. Yeah, sure, whatever. A little bit of chatting up to learn some of the finer points.
Yep.
All right. So he takes a sip of his glass and pulls out a small book. Opens it up and almost it's almost like cursive. But it's near impossible to see what the words are. But he opens the book up, takes a look at it for a minute, and I can only do so many accents here, so I'm just gonna say it's a curious, softer, lilting accent. Right. Well. This isn't quite the ideal situation, but at least I'm keeping a lower profile, unlike yourself.
Well, my appearance does make it quite difficult to blend in, as it were, and I'm not as skilled as I'm not as skilled in illusions as you clearly appear to be. May I inquire as to your business, or is that private? More private?
It's most assuredly private. What about your business, though? Is that private as well?
Somewhat, but I'm sure an arrangement could be found depending on your loyalties. You wouldn't happen to take exception if this train were to be delayed, as it were, would you?
He stops with his reading of the book, whether he was reading for real or not, who knows. But he stops with his reading of the book and gives you a longer side-eye now. You want to cause a bit of mischief to her?
Well, I have my reasons, but it
does seem to be my only option in these circumstances. I don't know what happened, man. It just showed up, and I don't know how to stop it. I tried holding my breath.
Have you tried taking a long drink, like 30 seconds of just slowly drinking a liquid?
No, I'd have to get up, and I'm in the middle of a
very important
conversation.
Right, well, it's unfortunate to be in such a difficult predicament, but I think a wee bit of mischievousness would be called for to brighten up this dreary ride. So long as it doesn't have anything to do with Cersei, I'll be happy to help out.
Cersei, was it?
Right, the songstress that's here. She's performing tonight. She's quite powerful in her own right, and I'm not getting on her bad side. She's completely unfun, far too strict, no sense of humor. You understand?
Oh, of course, but I was unaware that there were more of the folk on this dreary ride, as you put it.
Well, Cersei's not of ours, that's for sure. But she's made her own power. She's the child of the gods, or so she claims. She certainly stinks of it, that's for sure.
Yes, I've not had much interaction with divine power, as it were, and Themis is clearly being very sarcastic in the use of divine. Very. What's the word?
Celestial?
No. The word for, like, I guess it's kind of deadpan
or facetious, or
no, it's like where you say something, but you're like you clearly doubt it, and doubt its veracity or something. Fuck, there's a word. Whatever. Sarcastic works.
Sardonic?
Sardonic, there it is! Oh, my boy! My boy! Good man! Sardonic! There you go!
You are precious.
Ugh. Wow, I can't believe it slipped my mind. But yes, he's being very sardonic when it sounds very sardonic as he uses the word divine.
Well, they are a bunch of uptight pricks, I'll give you that much. They just let us have this world. It would have been so much better for everyone involved. They insist on coddling all of these races. And bringing the humans here. Of all things to do, honestly. It's terrible. Right.
Yes, they are quite fleeting, aren't they?
So, given to passion. It's terrible. Can't imagine being led by your emotions like that. Speaking of which, you must have already had some mischief in mind.
Yes, well, I had some ideas from what I knew of the workings of this admittedly marvelous creation. But, yes, it seems that out of a deal that I've made, I must, at the very least, delay the arrival of this train at its final destination.
Shall we strike them all with madness? That would be quite especially the conductors. We could force them to shovel coal in until the engine explodes.
Well, my personal thought was to turn the water of the boiler into wine. I had many scholarly ideas as to what might actually happen, but striking them with madness, while more direct, obviously, is admittedly very appealing.
But I would certainly not wish to impair your goals here.
My goals are for entertainment, of course. How filling it with wine? It's not going to get anybody drunk, though.
Yeah, so the fumes may be quite unpleasant.
The fumes, that's good, we can work with that. The fumes could either get them drunk or drive them to madness, or maybe we could just change their skin color. Everybody could just be a different shade. Oh, that would be beautiful. Absolutely fantastic.
Themis's hair is going to be changing colors for all of this. Switching from red to green and back.
You're getting some side eyes for that, I'll tell you that much right now.
Yes, well, he's not very, his appearance is not, very conducive to, being inconspicuous without hiding his features, that's for sure.
No, it's so fantastic. I love your little mood ring hat.
Isn't it amazing?
Your mood hat. There it is.
Mood hat.
Is that with all Sylvans, or?
No, that's Eldar.
If I...
Their eyes are the same, but it's harder to notice.
What?
Could I make clothes out of your people?
Wow.
You might run into some issues there with Themis, but
totally,
probably
totally
you could probably take the hair from Eldarin and make clothes. I don't know how protective those clothes would be, but I don't even know if the magical properties would transfer.
Oh, I'm sure I can do something about the magical aspect.
I guess, then, is the answer?
Yeah.
Themis's hair is quite long. You're sure he could afford to lose a little bit, although you don't know his personal opinion on the subject.
Well, no, just...
Right.
I don't really care for your opinion, I was just being curious.
I don't really care for your opinion. I just want to know what you can do for me. I don't care what you think about it. Just figure out how many Just figure out how you're gonna benefit me. Damn, what's your problem?
It's not that hard.
I know. Just take your humanity out of the equation, and just be a robot, fucker.
Clearly.
Yeah, clearly. Right.
Drifty speaks wisdom.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. At the risk of taking that down a dark path. Right. We'll take it down a different dark path.
True.
Blow up the engine with wine, and then no one on the train can distinguish from left or right. Everything they eat tastes like chicken.
Chicken?
Everything all the fruits and vegetables taste like blood. I could turn their blood. Smelling the wine could turn their blood white, or to alabaster. Oh, that would be so beautiful. Everyone have the most cream white skin instead of this ruddy dwarven pallor crap. Make them age backwards.
Make them age backwards. Just how powerful are you? Do I have the honor of speaking to a power at the moment? Or a vassal of the higher courts, perhaps?
I'm just a courtesan. On my way up the ranks, as it were.
I see. Well, then I am honored to make your acquaintance.
Well, not yet you haven't, but... They could become cold, and they could become impossible to get warm.
Oh, how dreadful.
Maybe they could glow. They could always hear music and be unable to sleep. That would be lovely. I'd love to hear music all the time. Of course, I don't need to sleep. But who cares? You know what would be great is if we turned your hair into a kleptomaniac. Your hair would be full of shiny things. It's already so colorful. It just needs more pizzazz.
No.
Well, yes, well, I'm sure there are some brews that could help me with that.
Yeah, I'll just pull out my
That
geode
seems to be quite taken with the ideas that this Fae is spouting out, actually. He pulls out his notebook and starts scribbling down just random ideas.
All dwarves look the same.
That is true, isn't it? Have you ever seen a female dwarf? I don't believe I have.
Not a single damn one.
I spent 50 to 60 years among them.
Not a goddamn one. Out of my 170 something years.
Yeah, well, you're a dwarf.
They just carve themselves out of stone, and that's their kid. They just raise them.
Makes sense.
That would make sense in a more high magic.
I
yes.
mean, I do have masonry skills.
Ooh, well, why don't you have a kid?
Like, because I have a geode.
Right. And that impedes you from having...
It's like the dwarf
right. Dog. That would be like cheating.
Yeah, I think Strippy would be like, ha! Strike down with lightning. No.
Every time they see holy water, they want to down the whole bottle.
That was just bursts out laughing. Like that's the funniest thing in the world.
What? This is serious discussion. What are you doing?
Just imagining dwarves downing holy water like their ale.
I suppose it would be a bit silly. There's probably not a lot of holy water on this train, though. It's not really going to work. I'll put a pin in that, though. Come back to it. Right. So, explode the train. How are we going to... You have the potion, so you're going to put it in the engine. And when it explodes, I'll just enchant the vapors.
Well, I was not expecting such aid, but I welcome it all the same. It should be finished in a few hours at least.
Always with the always with the delays. I don't know why.
Yes. Well, living as long as we do, you can't really fault just a few hours, can you?
This dimension is so limiting. I don't understand it. How do you get anything done? Can't you just make it?
It is the mystery of mortals, isn't it?
It's the mystery of this whole mundus, really. Alright. Let me know before you do it, and I'll, stick my head out the window, I suppose.
Themis will just give a short bow of the head, and,
You're not gonna be allowed on trains anymore.
well...
You're gonna wreck my shit.
I certainly wasn't expecting... I certainly wasn't expecting aid in this matter, but
You know what? Here,
can't say I'm terribly against it.
You're gonna determine your fate with me right now. Please
you
roll
think-
1d5. Please roll a 1d5.
You think you're receiving aid, like the Fae basically hasn't just recruited you to do something he wants to do?
5.
That's adorable. That's adorable. You think you're in charge. It's so cute. Hi, Cynod.
Well, Themis did bring it along, and the Fae are quite mercurial, so what's to say he didn't just latch onto the idea and expound on it, as it were.
Wait, just to be clear,
Yeah.
this person still has their disguise up, so Themis spent that entire conversation going along with only the tone of voice and having no idea what the actual facial expressions were?
There wasn't a lot of facial expression that he was doing that time, but the illusion definitely provides facial expressions. It's not.
Oh, okay,
not
cool.
like a
I thought you
robot.
could like poker face the illusion. That'd have been pretty cool.
Just put him as a flat, unemotive. Maybe you probably could. I'll say at higher levels, maybe or something. But disguise self,
It's just not that good, yeah.
It's supposed to be pretty complete. Well, who says this is disguise self after all?
Oh.
That would
Might
imply-
just be a fake glamour.
Yeah, I was gonna say that implies it's a spell. This could be an ability.
True.
Perfection, I'll remember.
I got it written down.
Perfection.
Well,
What does a 5 mean?
I'll tell you later when you're
What'd he
older.
roll for, though?
Okay. When I'm older? Okay. Sure.
I have 5 different options, and he rolled the 5th one in the list.
Shit, now the players are making people roll on a table.
Well, Themis will stand up, give him just a slight bow, not anything subservient, and may I inquire as to the court you belong to? Just, knowing whom I not owe a favor to, but owe my gratitude to, as it were.
Make it a favor.
What? Make it a favor?
Yeah.
Make it a favor? Ooh, that's not the worst thing in the world, actually. A favor in exchange for some information.
Well, Themis doesn't really care all that much. He's just kind of going through the motions.
That's not as valuable as a name. So
didn't ask for his name.
I agree. That's why I said what I said. The court is not as important as the name. He holds out his book at a 90-degree angle to what it would normally be read at, and you see in Sylvan it's Sealy Spring Court.
Themis will just give a slightly deeper bow with his whole upper body this time. Then I'm honored, courtesan, and I look forward to the mischief you and I can produce on this journey. I'll give you fair warning before I enact my plan.
Excellent. I can't wait to see what you have for me.
Pleasant afternoon to you then. And Themis will just walk back towards his cabin, pat Yudi on the shoulder as he's trying to learn the intricacies of dragon chess, and give a kind of aloof look at Rauggam, who is kind of wearing off the effects of a drug, as it were.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely faded. Things have returned to normal for Rauggam.
Aww.
Then head back to his cabin to finish creating the potions.
Need me to test it for you?
Develop a drug problem? I mean, just from one potion?
Hey, Rauggam, you wanna sniff something with me?
Yeah!
Wow.
Cool.
I mean-
Next session. I'll hold you to that.
I mean, what's my intelligence level? Oh
wait,
yeah.
I need to
I'll
put this
just
in my
kinda look
notes.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Wonderful.
What was the name of the court again?
Sealy Spring.
Court of Spring.
And while he's taking notes on that, what was the name of the chess game?
Dragon chess works just fine, actually.
Okay.
Why not? Since it was going to be chess-like anyways. Since that actually exists in the player's handbook, it's an easy thing to do.
Back it up. Like the way you work it. No diggity.
That's a good place to call it, actually.
Yeah.
It is.
Indeed.